I've never ever had a hard one.
What? Hotel pillow?
Hello. Especially when they're nervous and uncomfortable when we're telling me to a casting coach.
I'm a beekeeper. So after that, what I did was what nobody else did and went to Britain's Got Talent.
Did ya?
Yep, and stripped. I do
They
it
become
now.
them. I sounded like I'm fucking talking non-binary and
Fucking
stuff.
Sam Smith here.
They become them. Yeah, he just stands in his bedroom in the mirror.
You know what I mean?
Look at the fucking song on me.
And you're going with Bruce Lee?
Who are you going with?
Bruce Lee. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll give props to all of them because, like I said, Jackie Chan is the person that built
And
his
there's so
own
many we don't
bubble.
know.
Bruce Lee stands out. Jackie Chan stands out. Jet Li stands out.
And I'm going to go with Steven Seagal.
Hey, well, someone had to. So you're a stripper, yeah. She said, you make them laugh? Yeah, mom. You make money? Yeah, mom. Okay, carry on then.
So you became the Black Stallion by mistake?
But your confidence went through the roof
Oh, my God.
after that then.
Yeah.
Because you'd have always had that in the back of your mind. What I'm dying to know now is, like Chuck Norris did, have you created your own style?
It's like black people have to beg for what others demand.
I just want to suck your dick. Welcome to the Ranting and Raving podcast with myself, Wayne Scott Fox, and Mickey Williams. And I love days like today
Why?
because we've got a guest on.
You like having guests, don't you?
I do. Especially when they're nervous and uncomfortable when we're telling me to a casting coach.
Conrad, welcome to the show, mate.
Hello.
The way you said that then.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Right, just for our viewers, just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, where you grew up.
I'm Conrad Brissett. Grew up in, born and bred in Wolverhampton. Was raised in the Parkfields, Roughfields area. And
You had it bad then.
Oh, very mate. Right. Went to All Saints School as a junior and as a senior. Well, I don't know what they call it now. What is it like?
There's all
Yeah,
sorts
this-
of
yeah,
names
yeah,
for
that
it
was-
now, innit? Yeah.
But to this day, I don't know. 4 kids on.
You
so
don't
I
even
know.
get A's. You don't get A's and B's in
don't get-
GCSEs no more. do
Yeah,
you?
for real, mate.
It's
I'm just
ones,
like-
twos, and threes, and that.
O level.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, so did that. Went to St. Peter's Collegiate School. So, yes, you're welcome.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah.
one is honoured.
Mate, one wasn't, mate. I was the worst student there. Right? I was like, what am I doing here? Right. And, yeah, from that point on, I don't mind saying my life's been pretty colourful and been really good to me.
Yeah.
Doing things that, others wouldn't do. I did, still do. Stripping, did that kind of stuff.
I was going to bring that one up.
What?
Yeah.
I was going to bring that one up myself.
Yeah. Did stripping.
Who is it?
like,
What was it? Was it for Dream Boys?
Oh,
or-
well, it was for myself first.
Yeah.
Strip for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he just stands in his bedroom in the mirror.
You know what I mean?
Look at the fucking song on me.
I was going to say, don't we all? What the fuck? You know what I mean? I just got paid for it. You know what I mean? So I did that for a bit. Then did, I had this idea in my head. It took me all over the world. So after that, what I did was what nobody else did and went to Britain's Got Talent.
Did ya?
Yep. And stripped.
Fuck off.
Yep. And got through.
Fuck right off.
That is when.
Why have I not seen this?
That is when. That's when Susan Boyle and Diversity won it.
Wow.
I
When
wasn't born
Diversity won
then.
it. Mate, you were knee deep, mate. I know your story now. Right. So yeah, and then that's where the higher thing. So like with the Dream Boys and all of that, did the massive tour. Yeah. Been really busy.
So would you say that Britain's Got Talent actually does help whether you win or not?
It worked for me. It worked for me 100% because, not
Not that you're an handsome bastard with a fucking stunning body and a long schlong.
Wow,
That helped
want to
maybe.
No, but you know what? But that's the crazy part of it, because how I look at things was very different to how other strippers looked at it, because what a lot of the others did was that they went out there and they lived off the ego and was just like, well, as long as I got these girls screaming at me, I'm already there. Me, not so much. I just wanted to see where I could put it to.
Yeah.
So I remember when I mentioned it to a lot of the guys, and like the local guys. I don't know if you know, like guys like Rebel Red, all kinds of.
I'm not into male strippers.
Of the old school, of the old school guys and that. And I had a lot of people who were saying like, man, if you don't do it. You're gonna go there. You're gonna get booed. You're gonna do this. Now, man, nobody likes strippers. And I remember saying, look, my mindset is, look, a stripper can strip in a club, an entertainer can strip anywhere. Yeah. And that was it. So what I did, the main thing for me was about entertaining. So when I did that, game over. And then funnily enough, as soon as I did that, some of the same guys were coming up going, yeah, man, yeah, I'm going to do it next year. I was like,
so you're business-minded then, really?
Well...
the way you approached it.
Kinda. It's just, I'd say more daring than anything else.
Oh, you love that
what I mean? Just insofar as like, I'll look at something and go, well, can it be done? Can it be done? It's never been done before. It's that kind of thing.
I don't think I could do it, even if
I wonder why.
If I had a bit of a fucking, even if I had a bit of a length, man, I'm quite conservative with that.
Mate, honest to God, there are some guys who I know have got, chipolatas for dicks, bro. Right?
Yeah.
And yet they'll go out there, mate, and smash that stage. Swear to God. It's the personality thing.
Confidence in it. It's just believing in yourself.
Yeah, it's that. And believing in yourself and being yourself.
And making your audience feel wanted, appreciated, and enjoying the show.
Yeah, and more importantly, believe it or not, it's how you are afterwards. You know what I mean? So like that, the amount of people that come up afterwards thinking, what you do on stage is who you are. So they come up afterwards and you'll go, and they're going, oh yeah. And I'm like, hey, did you enjoy the show? What was your favourite bit?
They don't realise it's a character, isn't it?
Yeah. Hang on a minute. I didn't expect this. Okay. Right,
I just want to suck your dick.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, hey, well, it's on the table. But yeah, it's the ego thing. If you hold, nah. I
respect that. I
love it. I enjoy it. Up on stage as the Black Stallion and all that. Mate, ego.
Well, named himself. What we done we did a show on this about people giving themselves names.
Yeah.
He's giving himself the Black Stallion.
Was that given to you, or did you come up with that?
It's a combination of the two. Believe it or not.
No, we want the fucking truth.
Believe
because
it or
no one
not.
said that. You've changed your story.
Believe it or not. All right, I'll give you the brief. The brief story of how it came along. I was at a pub in Kings Winford. I can't remember which one it was. And me and a couple of my lads were there. We just sat there minding our own business. And there was these bunch of girls all dressed up, Hindu, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, being giddy. I was like, what's going on here? And I'm like, right, we got a stripper. We went for a stripper. I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? I was pretty much the same. I was like, okay, that's a bit weird. And and then this stripper came out.
Mess.
I looked, I was like, you know what I mean? But, he went out and he did his thing. And, I rather loudly went, oh, I could do better than that. And he stopped his music.
Okay.
He went, what?
No.
And I got, this is no word of a lie. I got the drink and I went, you heard. And he went, okay then, well, if you can do better, right? Come here and such. And I was like...
Oh, please tell me you did.
Well, at first I said no. I was like, nah, not going to do it.
So he did?
But yeah.
He did?
Look, when he said, if you can do better than I can, yeah, I will give you my money. As soon as I heard money, I was like, right, went out there and just tore it up. And then I didn't even, I took the top. I wasn't going to do anything else. But the person behind the bar came over and just slapped 100 quid in my hand. And I was like, okay, what, 100 quid for like 5 minutes work? Okay. And that's where it started. So we were talking about names, which it comes back to what you guys were saying. Believe it or not, the first name was what my mate came up with. He says, look, you know, your name's Conrad. And I said, why don't we call you Condom?
Oh, wow.
Condom. Literally.
Wow.
At first, I was all like, Condom, yeah, you strip, but you're safe. I was like, bro. You know what I mean? I went out there, I used that name for about a month. And then when I did my show and somebody said, you know, oh my God, you're hung like a...
Yeah.
I was like, all right then. So I did that. And there was a white guy called Stallion as well. Best of friends now, amazing guy. But yeah, so that's pretty much where it all began.
So you became the Black Stallion by mistake?
Pretty much.
You didn't go out with the intention, but because you did well on that night.
Not at all.
You did well on that night, and then you've made a career out of it.
Yeah,
that's crazy,
not
man.
at all. And the whole thing with that is like, obviously I have to look on the other side when the pep, you know, with my mom and all of that. And I was like, what? So I kept it on the down low. Right?
I'm in a factory welding.
Everything had a cape. I was like, you know what I mean? Until one time someone mentioned it, and I'll never forget it. My mom, God rest her soul, you know, because I thought, you know, church going woman.
I was going to say, was your mum religious?
Yeah. Right. And I'll never forget it. You know, she came up and she was like, you know, the person said it right there in front of myself, mom, this and everything else. And I was like, you know what I mean? I was cutting my eye hard, but I was like, you know what? Okay, it's no big deal. And my mom came up to me and she says, all right, so you're a stripper now? I says, yes, mom. But bear in mind, I'm a grown up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not in her eyes.
But it's my mom.
Not in your mom's eyes.
No, that's what mom was.
Yeah.
She goes, so you're a stripper? Yeah. She said, you make them laugh? Yeah, mom. You make money? Yeah, mom. Well, carry on then. I was like,
Yes.
Our level went up to that.
But your confidence went through the roof.
Oh my God.
After that, then.
Yeah.
Because you'd have always had that in the back of your mind,
And
wouldn't
that's
you?
the thing. And it's just amazing how certain things change people's minds. Because I know that my mom wasn't, I know it wasn't her, you know, her thing. Like,
But she was supportive of her son.
But as soon as I did Britain's Got Talent, and I was working in Monaco, like doing the same thing, stripping, doing this, right? I was working in Monaco, and I walk, I'll never forget it. I walked past this news agents, and there's me, right, front page, big front page from Britain's Got Talent in Monaco.
Wow.
And I'm like that. Then the phone starts blowing up. Oh, I can't believe that. When I came back from Monaco, this was the bit. I walked into the house, and my mom had the pictures cut out
In the frame.
on the
Yes!
frame, bro.
What a woman.
I went, me reach. That was it. Forget anything that I accomplished from now. I've reached.
Yeah.
And it's about just transcending from that. It's seedy, yaddy, 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 to taking it to where I wanted it to go.
Some of them can be seedy though, can't they? Because I know his sister, my missus, she does go to them sort of shows where they're on stage, and she goes with the girls, has a laugh, you know, as a night out. She went to one at the venue at Walsall, Bescott Stadium one.
Right. Okay.
She went to one in there. I dropped her off. She phoned me about 15, 20 minutes later after the show started. Come pick me up. And I was like, oh, what's the matter? Thinking something's wrong. She went, nah, this one ain't for me, man. Said the guy came to the next table with a towel, lifted it, put the bird's head under, let her suck him off. Right there at the venue, and she was like, and I saw it. It weren't like she'd put her head under and pretended it. She was at the angle, so she saw it. And she went, nah, that ain't for me, like, and she went, come and fetch me. And she enjoys that sort of stuff with, you know, the girly nights, and you go out, fucking see some pectoral muscles, and you know, a few slungs.
It really depends on. It depends on the show.
She hasn't been to one since.
Yeah, I mean, in the game, it's no secret. And back in the day when it was taboo, and it was like, like kind of in the little clubs and pubs and all that was all the rage. You know what I mean? It was here, there, and everywhere. And then obviously, what was it? The Full Monty came out, which diluted it because then anybody, right, just
Think they can do it, yeah.
Yeah, and did that. And then obviously Magic Mike, and it's kind of just gone to a
New
different
level,
plane.
innit?
But
Yeah.
as you said, I mean, I've done Biscott a few times, but
Weren't you, was he?
I was just right. Hang on a minute. Well,
Imagine
you
that.
know what? It can't have been me because I never use a towel. I use a flag. Right, just in case. I'm sorry. Hey, look. No. It wasn't. No. Yeah, but let's put it this way. I've got a rough idea of who it was
Okay.
and the group.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
I've got a rough idea because any time when that situation happens, their name always comes
up.
to the forefront. It's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Do you think that then brands, all strippers are the same?
Yeah, but as I said before, that at the beginning it was that. You know what I mean? It's like people came down and knew what they were coming down for, but it was so set back from society. You know what I mean? There was a lot of things that I always said that strippers got away with. So like, if you're doing like a fireman and stuff like that, and then, you know what I mean? Me, I always did things which were completely off. I did a huge John Travolta white 70s thing with a big wig. And I remember everybody like, what the hell are you doing? And I went out there, and when the crowd lost their minds, because it was
different.
it was more about the entertaining side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, insofar as what you were saying with that, that was always around, but it was almost like kind of part of it. You know what I mean? But I don't mind saying, I mean, obviously the way how the world is now, you got to be so careful to even think of doing certain things like that. So, for someone to be doing something like that, I mean, you can end up in the courts. You know what I mean? And like,
That was going to bring me on to my next question, because with today's society, if you're dancing and you're on somebody and your cock touches them, they can do you for sexual assault now.
Yeah, well, it really depends. You see, it depends on the type of show that you're doing.
So I wanted to ask you, have you got any protection for that? Are there any cover? Have you
Do
got?
they have to sign waivers or anything?
It's not so much waivers. It's more about the rules of the show at that point.
So it's on you then to make sure it don't happen.
No, it's on them. So what I mean by that, if they come to us and they say, right, okay, there's no Full Monty. Right, so there's no cock throwing, right? And this has happened, and somebody goes out there, and this is where I'm saying about the professionalism side, because there are some that go out there, I can't do it. I end the show without showing my cock, and I'm like, bruh, right? And they go out there and do it just for the yells, and the next thing you know, the place is shut down,
Shutting down, yeah,
and they've lost their license and all of that.
Yeah.
So on that front, yes. On the other one, when you were saying about, if they're flicking or anything like that, right? Only at venues where it is allowed is where it's
Where
done.
it happens.
Do you understand? So if they say you can do ABC, then cool, we do that.
So then you're covered. So if somebody tries to put something about you, say, no, we were in the venue.
Yeah, exactly. We're like,
schedule.
hey, look, it's already been said, it's already been stated, that's what we do.
Yeah.
And usually, I mean, even after that, there is, you get some people who are just going to say it anyway. So yeah, it's about, like I said, it's about the venue, and you got your your insurance cover, your professional indemnity, and all. Yeah, you got to have all that. There's some people that, well, you don't have to have that. There are some people that should go out there and do that, and then when a situation arises,
they're in trouble.
Because you have slightly different rules to. Let's look at strippers and like spin rhinos and stuff.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the men with the women, the men are not allowed to touch or whatever else, apparently, or whatever. When you see a male stripper on a woman, She's like, that fucking yes. Rub up me. You thirsty bitch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there ain't really much rocking that to that. You're spot on. And sometimes that's where the lines get blurred a little bit.
Did you have boundaries where you said you can't do this or you can't do that?
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. When I'm doing my show, that's why I call it a show. That's the reason why I did all right on Britain's Got Talent, because I didn't just go out there
performance
and go, check out my body, check out my toes. I'm like, when you set it as it is, when you set it as a show, there's a certain amount of time to where you got to go out there and you get a girl and you get her up on stage. And what you're going to do, you may watch it and think, oh my God, he's just doing this, and this. But for me, it's choreographed insofar as, this is what I'm going to do. So there's the comedic side, so you get your timing side and all of that. So whether you're going to be doing the lotion, you get them to touch you and you pretend and stuff like that. It keeps it in that range. So if I get somebody that's going too far on stage, too far, right? Rather than embarrass the girl, you know what I mean? I'll say, right, in the middle of the show and I'm doing all of this and I'm saying to her, I'm like, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, look. Da-da-da-da-da. And then when it gets too much, rather than try and embarrass the girl, I'll just pick her up off the chair and go, hey, like that. And everyone's like, yay. And she's kind of like, okay, what is it done already? I'm like, okay, right, there you go, lovely.
It's done for you.
So you're always in control.
Finished,
Yeah. So I'll either get someone else up or you just kind of ad lib. You know what I mean? But
fucking interesting this is.
But yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but that's the side that people don't see. You know
And
what I
it's
mean?
nice.
Insofar as that.
It's nice that you can tell people that, because like, going back to what we said earlier, this isn't my way right, your ways right. It's a discussion so people can see, because people are very narrow-minded about a lot of things.
Correct.
And there has always been that stigma of strippers. So it's great to
Yeah,
say,
there's-
we're to do a job.
That stigma
Yeah,
of strippers
exactly
is a bit like, when certain people are trying to get it banned. Oh, we don't want that in our town, in our village halls.
Have you come up against anything like that?
And it's like the comedians now. There's certain comedians that they all ban. It's like, but if you don't want to see the comedian,
Don't go.
Don't buy a ticket.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. It's as simple
It's
as
the
that.
same sort of concept, isn't it?
Especially stripping, and like I said, because of the taboo attached to it. That's the reason why I said, as soon as I did Britain's Got Talent, it was almost like the floodgates opened, and there was nowhere that I couldn't go. I mean, even in today's standard, there's I've got a troupe called the Pulse Experience. Where got a bunch of guys, but if I approach certain venues, they'll turn around and just say, as soon as you say the word strip, nope, don't want it. But if you say like male review or entertainment, it's a kind of way to get into the door.
Yeah.
But as soon as they find out, it's like, oh, you can't this and this and this. And yet, if I put, star of Britain's Got Talent, boom.
The one you in then.
Straight away.
The fucking stigma is ridiculous, isn't it?
But
wording.
But the thing is that I see both sides. I see
Well,
the
the
way
way the venue are going to look at it like.
I can't see their side. If I owned a venue, and I knew if we advertised this is coming and you are going to sell out, why am I not going to put that on just because other people don't want it on? It doesn't matter what's happening within the venue.
I hear you.
That couple of people who are objecting
I can never
to it,
ever understand that.
But you see, there's a difference for me, and you'll find this out later. Just because I see it doesn't mean I agree it.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
yeah.
I can see your point. Doesn't mean I agree with you. I'm like, I see your point because all you see is what you're told. Yeah. So if you don't want to dare, okay, fine. Then we go somewhere else, which we've got no problem with. And then, as you said, when they all of a sudden get this Rave Reviews, Express and Star, who have done that, they put me right on the forefront with the Britain's Got Talent thing. And then all of a sudden, it's them contacting us.
Yeah.
Going, oh, yeah, about da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, hey, look, it was your problem to
And I'd be
begin with,
like,
so-
yo, that deal's
Fuck
not the same anymore, mate.
fuck off.
I know the price was this price,
Yeah,
but now
guess
it's
what?
this price.
Guess what? And yeah, so for some, yeah. But that's what I mean. I don't close the door as such because I'm like, hey,
Business.
I get it. I get
Yeah.
it because of how you're looking at it. I get it. But that's how it's been from the beginning. And
Yeah,
then,
I can see your point.
you
It's
know?
like approach it. Oh, we're strippers, and now we don't want that. Oh, we've been on Britain's Got Talent. Oh, well, if Britain's Got Talent have accepted it, it must be okay.
And that's the reason why I did Britain's Got Talent because it was to the public. That was the whole point of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the reason why a lot of them were like, man, I would never do it. Conrad, you're already established, man. If you get booed, then everybody's going to remember you for that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And don't get me wrong. I was like,
remembered either way.
I was like, yeah, you're right. I said, but if I get through, they'll be remembered for that too.
Yeah.
So
And there you are.
yeah, and there it is. So yeah.
What a guy.
And there you are.
What a
Anyway,
Anyhow, yes.
I want to stop talking about Big Willies because I'm feeling a bit insecure over here.
Sorry.
I didn't start my own podcast to feel insecure on it.
We can talk about it, man. It's okay.
He's got a cut like a dimmer switch.
Yeah, man. Only on cold days.
Yeah, but it turns off and on. So what do you want?
That's it, man.
Motion in the ocean.
Mine's
man.
all right when it gets going.
There you go. Motion in the
That's
ocean.
it,
Don't
man.
worry about it, right? Ignore it. Yeah, man.
Right, sorry to briefly interrupt the show, but I want to tell you about our Patreon. You can join us on patreon.com/the Ranting and Raving pod. Tiers start from as little as £3, where you'll get access to all of our Patreon shows which aren't public, the complete back catalogue. You'll get a load of DJ mixes, and you get early access to the public shows as well. As I said, tiers start from £3, and any support we can get from you lot to keep the lights on here would be greatly appreciated. Now enjoy the rest of the show. Right, you martial arts teacher as well.
I am a martial artist.
Yeah.
I'll tell you fucking what.
He's like the ultimate man, isn't he?
Marry me. Have my children.
The ultimate man over here, man.
Martial arts.
Oh, yeah.
What's
yeah,
your special? Mixed or just?
It is now mixed, but my foundation is karate.
Okay.
Karate. Yeah. Over 40...
So he's a
over
handsome
44,
cunt.
45 years thereabouts.
He's a handsome cunt. He's got a big dick, and he can fucking knock you out.
But karate's a form of defense.
Karate's Edis, isn't it? It's a defensive.
Yes.
Is it like what's the other one? Aikido.
If it is used correctly, it's
As
it's a form of defense. Yeah. I saw that movie.
Isn't
well.
Aikido similar as well with the defensive side of it?
Yes and no.
I know a lad who does Aikido. He's
yeah.
quite. He's like 30 odd years into it, and he's
Yeah.
some of the locks that he.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, they're mental. Right?
Karate is more about strikes
Yeah.
with locks and everything else, whereas Aikido is more about throws, locks, takedowns, stuff like that.
So what have you actually done apart from? I know karate was your main one.
Yeah.
Have we done any others too as well, or just?
Oh yeah, Muay Thai, did that. Did a little bit of Aikido. A friend of mine, he's like 4th Dan, does all that. So sometimes when we get the chance, we get together and do little bits and bobs. MMA, stuff like that. I'm not that heavy, like in MMA. I mean, I teach it, but where it's gone to, like
UFC.
the UFC thing and all of that.
It's brutal, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think this bare knuckle thing's going to be even worse than the UFC.
It's all the rage now.
Everyone's on the bare knuckle one.
It's all the rage. And what you're finding is that it's, because we do boxing as well. Ryoku, it's the Ryoku Center. Well,
where is it?
Shameless plug there.
Go on, plug it, man.
Where is he?
Believe it or not, it's actually at the back of my house. I built it during COVID.
Fair
Wow.
play.
Yeah. Built the school during COVID. Yeah. So, everything's there. It's all set. So I do that. Then self-defense, lady self-defense, all that kind of stuff. Combat training. Pretty much everything across the board. But it's not stuck to one where it's like, okay, I do mixed martial arts. I'm like, well, how do you do mixed martial arts? Because mixed martial arts is you do karate,
a mix
you do
of-
taekwondo.
It's a bit of
Congratulations,
everything,
you're a mixed martial artist.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about taking it to, to the realms of like
UFC levels,
and
yeah.
cage warriors and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've been doing that for quite a while now.
So what I'm dying to know now is, like Chuck Norris did, have you created your own style by everything you've learned?
I would say yes,
Oh, nice.
but it's
Just like the
but it's-
ultimate geezer, isn't it?
But you see, here we go. Start getting all philosophical.
No, I love it.
Right, but philosophical. But what it is, in karate, there's this thing called suhari. Su is where at the beginning you're a student, right? You do your thing, you get up to that black belt status, right? Ha is when you get to that black belt status and you start learning and really picking the bits and bobs and this and everything else. Ri is where you get to the point of where you just do because of who you are. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have your own thing. I'd never train a student to be like me. You see what I mean? So the mere fact that
So
I
you
found,
use the instruction manual first.
yeah, exactly, and then
They become them.
Yeah,
It becomes you, doesn't it?
yeah. But how I do
They
it
become
now,
them. I sounded like I'm fucking talking non-binary and
Fucking
stuff.
Sam Smith here.
They become them.
that's where
Shit Spice Girls
I
song.
think, insofar as my own style, it really depends on what you mean by style.
Do you think that you've got your own? Not like, I've now created this new Sinjun fucking thing.
Yeah, I got. Yeah.
Do you just believe that now you've adapted everything, created your own
I
style?
do purely because of the way how I teach.
Nice.
Not so much because of what I do, but how I teach. So when I look back at the old school days and like the old school days, man, we had the heavyweights.
At the best times now, though.
Oh yeah, like the Huey Campbells and the Jerome Atkinsons and the Don Blaines and the Don Hamiltons and Josh Trotter, all those guys, man. You know what I mean? It was teeth flying, ribs breaking, the whole shebang. So when I look at how they taught and how I teach, and I look around and say, do anybody really teach how I do? I'm like, no. So I look at that and say, then that's your own form.
Yeah.
Because rather than teaching and saying, well, if you can't get it, then you're not any good, I'll look at them and go, well, maybe you just need to take a different route to get to the same destination. So when you do that, it takes a certain instructor, I see anyway, to get the best out
Like
of that
mentorship.
student. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And that's
And that
my
is
jam.
strong.
And that's
to be a
my-
mentor.
yeah, exactly. I live for that. I do. I live for it.
Is your... I'm trying to fucking word this so you don't sound like a nonce.
Try your best, please.
Do you...
Cameras?
Are your students... Do you have a lot of children students?
Yes.
So, because I'm very, very big on getting the kids with things to do,
Absolutely.
getting them off, because now there's no youth clubs, there's nothing for kids to do apart from being on Xbox or go out stabbing each other.
That's true.
So when I'm talking to people and they're on about projects and stuff, I always kind of drop in, when I say do you target children, do you want to grow that young community to discipline, respect,
Yes.
and guidance?
Yeah, first of all, saying getting them off didn't help either. No.
Fucking cut that out.
This dog, hey, that did not come from me, people.
Hey,
Right,
Wayne, I'm going to drop this one for
bro.
you on that one.
Blood clot wrong with you.
But yeah, it is that. It's the planting the seed and seeing where and just getting them to take that path, because ultimately, no matter what you give someone, they are going to take their own path. So it's about I always say to give them strong advice.
But if they haven't got that choice,
exactly,
you can't make them pick that path.
no.
But if the
no.
choice isn't there, so
No.
you're sort of offering up an option.
It is that.
So you can go down the park, smoke weed with your mates,
Yeah,
or you can come and do some MMA
exactly that.
or toughen yourself up and
Exactly that. Exactly
prep
that.
yourself for the big wide world.
I fucking love this.
Exactly that.
My uncle, I love this as well. My uncle's big into. My uncle was. I always, and it's only until like about a year ago, I thought my uncle was a world champion kickboxer.
Right.
But he weren't. He beat him. But the German didn't put the title on the line at the time. But my uncle's also I'm not sure, martial arts expert. He did a lot with sai and swords and all.
Okay, so it's the Japanese, so like the bokken, which is the wooden.
I should have asked him. I'll get him actually to talk about it, my Uncle Darren.
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal story he has from his martial arts. And he used to teach, like he taught me growing up, kids and then adults, and then, you know, he's a doorman then. And it fascinates me. Like he used to he had the boxing punch bags in the back garden.
Yeah.
And he used to fucking jump and spin and kick, and I used to think, fucking, I'd love to do that.
Yeah,
now he's a short fucking fat bloke. He couldn't fucking lift his
I was just going to say, but you ended up a short fat bloke as well, so there's no hope.
But it does. I think with men, all men love, you know, your martial arts kind of films as well. Do you know, I'm obsessed with like Yip Man.
Oh.
I think Donnie Yen's fucking incredible.
Yeah, I believe.
I had a discussion the other day where people were saying who's the best martial artist ever on the planet, right? And everyone kept saying Bruce Lee, and I went, no.
Mm-hmm.
The best martial artist on the planet to me, Jet Li.
Okay, well we can go there.
Because he's the master of so many, right? And he's always been grounded. And he went through that, you know, the Chinese thing when there was fucking thousands of them all practicing. Yeah. He did it all. And he mastered so many different ones without being a fighter. To me, that's a real martial artist.
Well, you see, what you just said there is pretty much on the nose, where there's a difference between being a fighter and a martial artist.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Because a lot of people see a martial artist and go, oh, I bet he does this and this and this. And I'm like, yeah, but that's on camera. But when you watch an actual fight, it ain't pretty. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not pretty. You don't, you know, well, I've been in enough. You know, it doesn't work like that. You can have your, you know, like that flash of excellence, or if you're up against somebody who ain't particularly as good as you, then yeah, you can execute certain things and techniques and make the other guy look ordinary. But if you're up against two people that know exactly what they're doing, half the time it looks boring, because what's happening is that both are doing nothing, but you hear the seeing.
Cancelling each other out with the intelligence,
exactly.
isn't it?
It's that, you know what I mean? So like, leading to when people say, you know, it's boring, it's not exciting. And some people go out there and start wailing. Anthony Joshua, that's what he did. He went out there and said, well, you know, I'm going to wail. And my man just went there and just...
Yeah, some of my mates moan if, you know, when the UFC guys start grappling, when they're down on the floor. But I find that the best bit.
Yeah, that's...
They're like, it's boring. All they're doing is rolling round.
Yeah.
And I'm
like... They're replaying scenarios, how we're going to get out of this.
They're not just rolling round. They're angling their feet. They're angling their legs. Their arms are moving.
Yeah, it's being able to think
what's he going to do now? Yeah.
Well, all this stuff is raining on you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the martial arts side, me, Bruce Lee. I'll say that.
Why?
Okay.
Because it's Bruce Lee.
Because he made Enter the Dragon, man.
No, but
you know
the thing is, right? Why? Why do you think Bruce Lee? I'm not dismissing him. I think he's absolutely phenomenal.
Here's the thing. I always look at the game changer. He was the game changer.
Why?
And
because he was the first.
Yes, and
that's the only reason.
Yeah, but that's a pretty damn good reason, because if you
look
at it that way, it could be.
It's like the music scene. If someone creates a scene in music, a genre, they're the pioneers of that scene. They get respected forever.
No, don't get me wrong. It's like saying, who's the better boxer? It's like saying, well, you know, is Muhammad Ali this or is Mike Tyson this? Both have their own platforms. So it's no different to saying Bruce Lee for this reason and Jet Li for this reason. Yeah. But if you're saying ultimately, it's horses for courses. I'll look at the foundation. I remember it was Bruce Lee that got me started pretty much. When I looked at that, and there was no one like him. No one. So the mere fact that someone can pluck something that has never been done, that's where I am. No different from what I was saying about the Britain's Got Talent thing. Yeah. No one had ever done it. So it's all well and good, everybody jumping on it now and going on the trailblazer. And I'll go, yeah, I'll give you your props. But it's, with Jackie Chan. Nobody knew that. Half of the people didn't even know Jackie Chan was in Enter the Dragon. Nobody knew that, right? And yet it was him that was going, Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee. Then Jackie Chan got to where he got to. And then it was the same with Jet Li. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. So as martial artists and this and everything else, you had a platform to build off. But he was the platform. So that's how I see it. I'm like, no, for me, he'll always be that guy because at that time he did something that no one else did. That's it.
I'm not dismissing him at all. I think Bruce Lee was fucking absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I made my decision on pure arts that were learned and mastered.
I agree.
Jet Li is
oh man, what that guy does is just man, believe it or not, I've seen pretty much all of his movies.
Yeah.
All of them. But I remember when he did what is it with Danny Glover and as the cops. Lethal Weapon. Was it 4? 3
it was
or 4?
one
One
of them,
or the other. Yeah. There was one scene that he did, which was on the top of the building. As a martial artist, I watched that and I was in awe.
Because a lot of his stuff wasn't choreographed.
And it was the smallest things that he did. I was like, jeez.
Did you know that? A lot of Jet Li stuff wasn't choreographed.
Done it himself as well, didn't he?
Well,
He was his own stuntman as well.
Fucking hell, I don't think any stuntman was like fucking Jackie Chan.
It was like,
fucking hell, he's off his head.
He was a nut.
What do you think of Donnie Yen?
Brilliant. Great,
isn't he?
Brilliant. Thinks out the box. And when you watch each of his movies and each of his shows, he shows his diversity, I would say, more than Jet Li. So if you watch him in John Wick, different character. Playing the blind man, he immerses himself into the role. Ip Man, obviously.
That made him Ip Man. He struggled before Ip Man, didn't he?
Correct.
He weren't getting took it serious, and then Ip Man, he got the Ip Man role, and that's it. He just
when he did that fight against I think it was like the 10 Karateka, which I wasn't particularly happy about because I was like, listen, right, if I was one of them,
Japanese one?
Yeah, I was like, yo, listen, right, if I was there, right, let me tell you, I'll be the one standing in front of you. Right, you know what I mean? But hey, you know what I mean? I had to give him his props, man. He was sick.
And what do you think? I need to So, Michael J. White.
I was waiting for this one. Okay.
I mean, so much controversy over him because of his opinions on other martial artists. Like he's run down
Bruce Lee.
He's run down Bruce Lee. He's run down Chuck Norris.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's run down Wesley Snipes. As fucked up Wesley Snipes is, he's still a martial artist.
Yeah.
But then he praised Tom Hardy because Tom Hardy does judo, and praised Jason Statham. I'm like, okay, yeah, these are skilled in something. How can you dismiss these real? Like, I think the worst one ever to me, who's pulled the wool over everyone's eyes, he's Steven Seagal.
Oh, bro.
he's not a martial artist at all.
Yeah, he's my favourite.
So, what's your opinion on Michael J. White? Do you think he's actually a good?
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking hard bastard of it.
Yeah. He's brilliant.
Is he really that good?
Well,
so why is he never made? He's more like, what's the white guy from fucking? He's from Sutton Coldfield. He played in John Wick, the fat guy with the German. What's his name?
The guy that played Boyka.
Scott Adkins.
Yeah, the guy that played Boyka.
Right, Scott Adkins, very, very good, but he can't seem to get into the Hollywood star films, and neither has Michael J. White really. Why not when he's so good?
Because it's a martial artist trying to be an actor rather than an actor trying to be a martial artist.
Well, Jason Statham was selling fucking. Jason Statham got. Have you heard the story about Jason Statham and Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels?
Yeah.
When he was at the start selling on the street, that's how they actually found him, and they wanted to use him for that, and then he just went on to do it. So he was a martial artist before,
and he's done the same film ever since.
But
fuck off.
Yeah.
He's just played the same role ever since.
I'm a beekeeper.
Yeah, because I really like Michael J. White.
Yeah,
I like watching it.
But you see, but Jason Statham didn't start in martial arts movies. Scott Adkins did.
Yeah.
Michael J. White did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Jason Statham went as a straight actor. He wasn't an action star. Like you said, lock, stock, and two smoking barrels.
Yeah.
He didn't throw a single kick or anything in that. This is what I'm saying. When they went in as martial artists, they go, okay, you're a martial artist, but can you act? Say, like with John Wick, he's now a famed martial artist, believe it or not, purely because of John Wick, but he's right up there, but not because of the martial arts side, but because he was an actor first. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
So he got his acting chops, and it is unfair, especially for Michael and Scott, because they're brilliant.
Did you know
actors.
Scott Adkins from Sutton Coldfield?
No.
For Sutton Coldfield?
He wicked.
Good, isn't he?
Martial, humble guy.
So,
Wicked guy.
who do you think's the best?
What?
Jet Li.
Right. But you need to understand, because I'm going to get criticised. People are going to criticise me for choosing Jet Li because they don't understand what you do. I agree with him that Bruce Lee was the platform. He's the creator. He's the Muhammad Ali of it, right?
There it is.
But Jet Li is the master, and I'm talking fucking master, mate, of so many different martial arts. He didn't do well. He excelled and beyond of more than Bruce Lee.
Yep.
More than anyone. And he's always remained within himself. To me, you are the best martial artist that's ever lived, in my eyes, to do that.
Okay.
And you're going with Bruce Lee?
Who are you going with?
Bruce Lee. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll give props to all of them because, like I said, Jackie Chan is the person that built
and
his
there's so
own
many we
bubble.
don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But the ones who are there, Bruce Lee stands out, Jackie Chan stands out, Jet Li stands out.
And I'm going to go with Steven Seagal.
Someone had to.
Right, we've got to move on. As interesting as that conversation is, we have got to move on.
Okay, let's go, man.
Right.
It's great to have a guest on that I can talk to. It's normally him. I'm like that. I'm just like that again. Yeah.
All right, anyway.
Right, Con, you do a show on TikTok called Let's Talk About.
Yeah.
Where you bring up topics, you let people interact, you have a good discussion.
Is that the channel name? Let's talk about
It's called Let's Talk About Live.
There we go.
In conjunction with Ryoku Mindset, The Power to Change.
Nice.
So that's sort of where I found you.
Yeah.
On one of them shows. And Wayne will tell you this. If I've got an opinion and I've formed it, it's very hard to change.
You are not changing your mind for shit.
Okay, that's cool.
I want to see you try.
No.
He already did.
That's not my job.
He already has.
This is why I liked following him and going onto his shows, because
How have you done that?
there was I can't remember the exact debate, but you were debating something on there, and I put a comment, and you sort of replied, and then I put another comment, and then you went, no, that's not how it is, and you gave a little speech back through the camera, and I was like, wow, this guy's just changed my opinion, and that's rare for me.
All right, cool.
It is rare because before I form an opinion, I like to think of research.
Do you
I've
fuck?
looked at the-
Do you fuck?
Yeah, I do.
No, do they fuck? He'll just go, that's wrong, and I'm right.
But once I'm there,
But therein lies the problem.
once I'm there, it's very hard to change my mind.
I
and
understand that.
You did, and that's why, like, whenever I see you come through the feed now, I'll click on and I'll have a little listen and join in and that. Like,
I'll respect that. Thank you.
Explain what you do on TikTok. Do you go live on TikTok and then just let people ask questions?
What I do, I go. It originated on Facebook, and I've been doing it for the longest time, and then gone on to TikTok, where I actually do both. I'm not technically savvy, so when I'm looking at all this, I'm like, yeah, this is great. I can get some info, but that's a byproduct.
No, nor are we, man. I turn them on and turn them off.
But still, if it was that, hey, look, better than I'm doing. But when I do the show, it's. I'm sorry. What was it that you asked?
What the fuck?
What's the show? What's the show? What's the concept?
Right, that's it. Right, because I just went off on a tangent, bro. Completely. Right, okay. What the show's about is exactly what the title is. It's more about mindset. So what I mean by that is whatever topic I bring up, everybody has their say, but ideally I try at the end of it to get it to where people can look at it from a different perspective. That's all. It doesn't mean that whether you
that's
you
exactly what you
yeah.
did to me that
Yeah.
night when I sat there watching it and you responded and it was like, wow.
And usually the reason why is because too many people want to talk and don't listen to take it in. They listen just to respond.
Or they only listen to people with the same narrative.
Exactly. So like I said, I get it on the show and some people say, God, I can't believe you let that person. I'm like, listen, it's called Let's Talk About Live, not Let's Agree With. I said before. And the whole point is, if what I do on the show is that if you've got something that you want to say and I throw something back at it, even if I agree and I throw something back at it, it gives you that person the opportunity to validate their point. So after that, you either validate it or you're exposed. That's it. And but I don't push it and go, ha. I'm like, hey, you take that however you want to take it. So don't get me wrong. There are some people who go, well, I don't want to speak anymore. And I go, okay, that's cool. And then an hour later, send me a message and go, oh, look, you know what? Yeah. You know, I'm like, hey, look, that's what it's about. The idea of the show at the end of the day is to really bring things closer. But the only way how you can do that is to actually listen to both sides.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen. And this is where, like, the mindset coaching, which I've done, and like the first part of like the counseling courses and stuff like that. The first thing that you're taught to do is listen. And a lot of people don't understand what that word actually means.
I say this all the time, people get confused between hearing something and listening to something.
Correct.
They are so different.
Correct. And that's the thing. So I used to do it for tricks on the show where I just want to see what that person's about and I'll throw a trigger word out just to see what they do. And it's like, rah, 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 rah. I'm like, and there it is. You know what I mean? I'll know automatically whether you are hearing or whether you are listening. That's it. Simple as that. Mm-hmm. But the bottom line is it's not to, unless it's, you know, raw and it's like you're being in the fact, then I'll have to say, well, look, respectfully, you know, then you can take that elsewhere. This show ain't really for you. That's okay. Rather than, effing, yeah. There's no point to any of that.
So what I was saying is, how do you do this? Are you in a studio when you then go live and you talk about something? Are you
anyway?
So do you sit with somebody and talk, or is it just you go live,
invite
people into the conversation via live?
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say, because people think, oh, it's like we sit and have a conversation.
Oh, no.
So you'll go live,
it's me,
talk about something, and then people are welcome
topic,
to. What a fucking concept!
Yeah, it works well, man.
What a concept that is.
It works well. I mean, it grabs every time I'm having a flick. It grabs me on my feed. As soon as I see something, I'll click on it, and then
every time he's having a flick, you grab him.
He'll have the title of whatever he's discussing that day. I'll read the title and I'll be like, yeah, I'm down. Let's have a little go.
There it is.
And then we get in there and
the thing is, if you notice, I'll give everybody the opportunity to talk, even if it goes against what I'm thinking. It doesn't matter. I'm like, let's hear what you're saying,
right?
Which is what's missing.
I've got a topic. Bringing this over to Let's Talk About Live. We're going to do like a mini Let's Talk About Live now. Then.
Okay.
So I've got a topic, and I actually wanted to discuss this last week on the podcast. But after thinking about it, I don't think I could have done, because it was two white guys who were going to be sat across the table talking about an issue that's affected the black community.
Okay.
So what I want to talk about is John Davidson's Tourette's outburst at the BAFTAs.
Okay.
But now I've told you what it is. You can see why I didn't want to discuss it with just us.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the schedule, and obviously Conrad's on Sunday. He's a man of colour.
Oh, so you're using a black man to put your point across here?
100%.
Why not? Everyone else has.
Fucking hell.
Everyone else has. Oh, I've got a black friend, and he.
I'm not racist. Oh, no, Conrad.
I just think I think the conversation is going to work better having a black man sat across discussing an issue that's affected the black community than two white guys discussing it. So when you heard it, what had gone on, how did that make you feel?
Fucking hell. That says it all.
Oh my God! Right. Okay.
Not feel. What was your thoughts?
You mean the actual? So when the BAFTAs thing came up.
Okay, and just for context, if anybody don't know, what actually happened was two actors, Delroy Lindo and Michael J.
So if you want to know who Delroy is, Delroy was
Michael B. Jordan.
So Delroy was the copper in Gone in 60 Seconds, the copper who was chasing that, right? And obviously Michael B. Jordan.
So you did it as well.
Michael B. Jordan Creed to make it easy.
Yeah.
So that's for people like
so they came on stage to present an award.
Yeah.
And at the award, they had John Davidson, who's quite famous for his Tourette syndromes, his outbursts. I mean, he's been on our TV screen since the 80s. I believe I watched the first documentary he was in, and he was 11 or 12.
Yeah.
So obviously he has involuntary tics, and he says stuff that he doesn't mean. So while they were on stage, he dropped the M-bomb, and it was allowed to be aired. Mm-hmm. So how did that make you feel?
Man, well, when I first saw it, I'm not gonna lie, man, I was stunned. I was absolutely stunned. Like,
were you stunned at what he said or that it was aired?
What was said?
Okay.
Initially, because you can only react to what's in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The all the air stuff and all of that. Didn't know about any of that originally, so it was just like the first comment was, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Not so much because of what was said, but where it was. And I'm like, okay. When that happened and I looked at Michael and Domino's face, when I looked at their face, I related.
Even my heart sunk.
Yeah,
it literally.
They both looked uncomfortable.
I was like, whoa.
They look really uncomfortable.
Yeah, and that's that empathetic side where I'm like, shit. So I'm looking at it from that point. I'm like, okay, these guys have come from America, where they've just literally had to see the black president and his wife put on put their faces on two gorilla things. And then them say, "Oh no, it's just."
And it was posted by the president.
Yeah, and I'm so these guys have had to come over
at such a prestigious event.
Yeah, and hear that, I'm like,
it's our Oscars,
God. And I'm like, God damn. But then it was like, when it was about John, then I felt it was just sorrow for everybody.
Yeah,
I meant for him. And the guys up there as well, where I'm like, well, okay, I need to delve into this just a little bit more, because I don't mind saying that I was at first like, well, shit.
What could that?
Did he have it in his? Did he have it in his own mind? Is that what he really thinks? And the good thing I will say about it is that it's put Tourette's at the forefront, where anybody who didn't understand Tourette's understands it now.
Yeah,
where it's out there, and there's one to say about the
everyone except Jamie Foxx.
Hey, listen, when Jamie Foxx said what he said, I was like, "You dick." But then on the flip side, like I said before,
do you know what he said?
No,
he posted, "Nah, he meant that shit."
No,
but then here's the thing. If you're looking at it, because I'm looking at it like kind of objective, where I'm on the out, right? So I have to look at it like I'm doing the show. I'm like, okay, if you're looking at Jamie Foxx and where they are over there and everything that they're doing, and they hear that word, what did you expect him to say?
Yeah.
Hey, let's go and have a look and let's find out about Tourette's.
Do you think he just reacted too quick?
Of course he did. He reacted to it, and along with his history attached to it. Ergo, that's how it is. No different with Dr. Shola. She did exactly the same thing. And when I watched the video, I was like, right. But the only difference was that, like I said, if you're speaking off an emotion or you're speaking out of anger, rather than look at it and go, well, okay, let's cool our heads here. And that's not off one, on both sides.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, let's cool our heads here. Let's see what's going on. So the first time I did the show immediately, and this should speak volumes, the first one I did, and the emotions of everybody that was coming on was rife. Absolutely rife off both sides. And it was like, you've got to educate yourself and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He meant it because he had it in his head. And he had to say this and da-da-da-da-da-da.
But one thing I don't agree with what I've seen posted a few times was the phrase, but it's in his vocabulary. So he must have used that word before or... Now, let's be honest. Anyone in England from 11 years old up probably knows that word.
Yeah.
So it's in everyone's vocabulary.
Okay.
Whether you use it or not. Stethoscope is a word that's in my vocabulary, but because I'm not a doctor, I don't use it. Do you get what I mean? There's lots of words that we all use. That was just one example that we know, but we don't use. So that phrase that's been posted around a few times. That's something that I don't agree with.
I understand, but I mean, even with that, once the facts are out there, it doesn't matter what's said. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
If they're turning, which is what they're saying, it's about the involuntary tick, and I posted a video of where this Black Tourette sufferer said exactly the same thing, and he's like, "Hey, look, that the N word was mine as well," and I, said the same thing straight the way through, and this is where, to a degree, the only thing that you could take from it is where you understand John's side more. Yeah. So I'm like, well, the facts are there. It's all out there, right? So you can't put it on him as such. Everything else that's being thrown out there is a guess. And I mean, on both sides. The reality is he could be racist. He could be. He could be racist who has Tourette's. You know what I mean?
He could be using Tourette's too.
He could be. Yeah. He could be. Not even that. He could be. Yeah. But he may not be.
I've seen videos of him where he's walking around the supermarket calling his mum a fat slag. But it's like...
I hear what you're saying.
It's not something he wants to do.
But the thing is that what you're looking at is what you should look at. That's what I'm saying. If you're looking at Tourette's and what happened at that point, that's what it was.
Yeah.
You can't turn around and say that he's not racist or he is racist.
Yeah, because you don't know his mind. You don't know his mind.
So that's what I'm saying. When people are just going to jump on, when someone says that, I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. I mean, obviously you don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're probably right. But so what? The bottom line is I have to talk about what I do know. And what I do know is that word was said, and when we start looking at the rest of it, which leans into the BBC and the BAFTAs and this and everything else, who handled it, God almighty, right? And when you look at it, and I'm like, okay, and you look at it and you go, well, it was said, there was a space for it to be heard. And then when you hear, they allow it to run and take off Free Palestine and the others. I'm like, bro.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
If a 15-year-old or 20-year-old or 25-year-old man came to you, wanted to learn karate, whatever else you can teach him, because you know he's going to kill somebody, would you teach him?
If I know he was going to kill somebody?
Yeah, what he wants to learn so he can kill somebody.
If he's going to use them skills.
Yeah.
No.
So why the fuck did they put him in the crowd?
There's the answer.
Why was he in the audience?
He was in the audience because the film was about his life.
Does it matter? Does it matter?
It was one of the biggest films of the night, weren't it? And it was about his life.
Yeah, and here's the thing. And like I said, I'm going to tackle on all of it.
Can you keep him away because he's disabled?
No,
it's a disability.
You're right.
It's not.
And that was brought up.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. But to throw him out like the lamb to the
Which is
slaughter,
what they've done.
There was middle ground.
There's got to be a duty of care.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, look. The worst one, as you said about the comments.
Yeah,
I had comments coming back where they were saying, "Well, everybody was warned." I'm like, were they?
The reactions on their fucking faces, they weren't warned.
What were they warned about? That everybody's trying to tell everybody to educate themselves on. I'm like, what were they warned about? Did they go, oh, by the way, he's going to go out there, and then whenever a black person is going to go up there, he's going to yell the N-word.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a warning.
Yeah.
That's a warning. If it happened, I'm like, well, what else do you want?
Okay.
But the point is, again, I'm not putting it to John. It was, oh, by the way, A, B, C, D, and E. And I'm like, then in that case, if you know that, why are you just throwing him out there?
Yeah. If they were warned, why have you put him there?
Yeah, that's the jam. But there's a lot of people that go, well, you were warned, so it was there, so you accept it.
No, but if you're warning people that this is going to happen, why put him there?
Exactly.
Put him in an exclusive box or fucking, with big fucking fancy sofas, and he can watch it from the fucking, I don't know where it was, I don't watch it. Like when the Royal Theatres, when they got their own little private box. Put him somewhere nice.
Yeah. And the
fucking where he was, where everyone could hear it, where they could hear him.
Yeah, and the embarrassment for him.
And they've destroyed his life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm looking at, again, I'm like, this guy has come... I know about the story. He's saved a lot of other people's lives and the whole 9 yards. So I'm like, he was there to celebrate what they were doing. And I'm like, you guys, whatever anybody thinks, you ruined this guy.
Yeah.
And his film, it'll be shadowed on his film now.
Like, you've put a mark.
And I think that's something that...
Good Lord.
That I definitely don't agree with. The BBC are definitely the biggest villains in this.
Yeah.
If you've had the time to edit it out, and you had the time to edit out the anti-Semitic, pro-Palestine stuff, why have you left that in?
And there it is.
Why have you left it in?
There it is.
That's the question.
And that's what black people are fed up of.
Yeah.
And
so it's
when people are saying...
that's going to offend the Jews, we'll take that out.
Yeah.
That's going to offend these people, we'll take that out. Is that going to offend these?
Yeah, and the thing is,
it don't matter. Leave it in.
Yeah, and what annoys me?
Why do you think that?
Well,
that was allowed to happen.
It's a fucking BBC. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. We know. I don't even need to
fucking
say
scumbags, man.
We know. It speaks for itself.
I feel sorry. I feel sorry for.
When I look at the whole thing.
That's the thing.
The whole thing was set up, and he was used as a scapegoat. Yeah. And you know what I mean?
The British public pay for it as well, because we have to buy a TV licence for them to
But look how that makes us look now.
Yeah, but then...
As a nation.
But you see, it's... I wouldn't say it's so much that makes certain people look a certain way. To me, it's the responses. And what I mean by that is that once that event had happened, what a lot of people were doing was going like, you got to understand, you got to understand, you got to understand, you got to understand. And there were black people, me being one of them, going, I do understand. I get it. I'm not running this guy down. If anything, I'm like, mate, I would sue him.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, John, I would sue him.
Yeah,
I was even talking on my on my TikTok to friends of his, right? Coming on live, and we're talking. It's absolutely devastated him. It's absolutely devastated.
Yeah, I can imagine it has. Yeah.
And to me, all people were more concerned about was one of the big ones was where they said, well, he shouldn't have to apologize.
Yeah,
he shouldn't. That's a big one where people are saying. I mean, let me ask you: do you think he should have?
I'll answer that first.
I'm on the same as you.
I'll answer
We've
that.
already spoke about this.
I
See.
think he should have apologised, firstly, to the two guys on stage.
See what I'd have done?
They should have been in.
I'd have got out my seat and gone to them personally to sit with them and gone, I don't know. And bastard, I can't help.
Right.
I'm really.
I'm going to read out his statement here of what he put out, but I don't think he put it out. It's obviously his
Please,
team.
if it's the first one.
No, don't
I'm
bother.
like, yeah, just say it. But I read it. I was like, oh, okay.
So basically,
Can of worms.
I wanted to thank BAFTA and everyone involved, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate the announcement at the auditorium, warning everyone my tics are involuntary and it's not a reflection of my personal beliefs.
Bullshit.
And then he goes into...
I'll say mine in a bit.
I was heartened by the round of applause that followed. So it was about him in an environment that would normally be impossible for me. In addition, the announcement by Alan Cumming. I can only add that I am and always have been deeply mortified if anyone considers my involuntary tics to be intentional or to carry any meaning. And then he talks about the film. I was in attendance to celebrate a film of my life, I swear.
Which is fucked now.
Which, more than any film or TV documentary, explains the origins, condition, traits, and manifestations of Tourette
So
syndrome.
they've contradicted it?
So basically,
Here's
he's put that comment out, right? And there's a word in there that's missing.
no, we know.
I haven't seen sorry,
Oh
which I think... does he owe a sorry to the world?
no.
I don't know, and I don't think so.
Can you
Does
apologise
he
for a
owe-
condition that does that?
Does he owe an apology to the two guys who looked uncomfortable
Yes.
on stage?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
100%.
Just them two.
Yeah.
And I think he...
And I am absolute on that because
And that's when he should have gone to them.
and this is where I have a real issue with this entire thing. What was said there is exactly what the problem is. 99.9% about John, 0.1% about someone else, and even then it's not there. Piers Morgan did exactly the same thing. He did this thing, and I watched it in absolute horror because I'm like, you are literally saying, and he's clutching pearls on TV, going, you guys, you got to have empathy. You got to have empathy. I'm like, mate, you don't understand the meaning of the word. Because when you're talking to people who are hurt and you go, show empathy. And worse still, they show empathy. And then they go, well, here's ours. No, you can't. No. I'm like, then there's no empathy.
There's no empathy either way.
Then what do you want? And it's no different there. I'm like, what that was, he apologized for his tics.
Yeah.
That's not to me, that's
No,
not the apology.
That's not the reason.
It's not even about the fact that he offended someone. This is the bit where people are getting it wrong.
Yeah.
It's the word. He can separate himself from that. Listen, if I bump into someone, I didn't mean to do it. But,
you say sorry.
but that side is going to be like just that human thing. And so when you got people on the, saying, oh, he's got to apologise for the rest of his life. And, the one black, I can't remember her name, but she said it on the piercing. And she said about the event.
I
and
know
he goes,
which one you're on about.
So you've got to apologise over 50 times. I'm like, are you... Look, for him to turn around and say, when he's walking around everywhere and he's doing what he's doing, and the apology thing is the worst thing for him. That's one thing, right? And when people are saying, has he got to keep apologising? No, fair enough. But how many BAFTAs do you go to? How many times do you have two black actors that you don't even know?
Yeah.
And all these esteemed people and all the... If there was any time that I'm going to turn around and say it, it would be then. Now, when people are turning around now saying that they demand it, for me, it's too late. Because it's one of those, as you said, if it gets you, I'm doing it there and then.
Yeah.
Not because I've done something and I get that. I get that. But the mere fact that it just turned the atmosphere cold, I'm like, hey, You know what I mean? We're on the same team here, but I didn't want you to feel that way. And I guarantee you, when Lando turned round and said, the one thing that he missed was somebody just coming over just to check if they're okay.
Yeah.
These guys didn't even get that.
No.
And then people are going to have it's just a word, get over it. It's just a word.
See,
I'm like, wow,
the thing you've got now is, like I said, what he should have done was when he said it, if that was me and I had Tourette's and I'd have said that, right, and you seen their reaction, I would have got out my seat and gone somewhere to go and see them. Not said nothing, not told no one, right? Because that would have spoke volumes.
Yeah.
If he apologises now, it's pressure I've got to.
Yeah, exactly.
But if he'd have done that, this conversation would be different. And I'm sure them 100%. Two would have probably come out and spoke for him. 100%. They would have been there publicly. What are you doing?
100%.
Why have you aired this? We spoke to him. He came straight up to us. We understand. Blah, blah, blah. Because I think it affected not Michael, the other one, a lot more.
Yeah.
It affected,
Delroy. Yeah.
I mean, Michael's face dropped, but I think Delroy was like real shocked.
Oh, yeah.
So that time it would have took him just to get out of his seat, and they would have watched him to walk. Because he's there, he's going to get some kind of access. He'd have gone, sat down with them. He would have spoke. They would have understood. No doubt he'd have fucking ticked in front of them. Game changing.
Yeah.
Game changing. Because as soon as this would have come out, them two would have gone, whoa, why has this come out? He's got Tourette's. We understand. We know this. We know this. We know this. We're on his side. This has been put to bed straight away.
So the biggest thing I can't understand is why have a fucking 2-hour delay? What's the point in the 2-hour delay if you're going to leave things like that in?
Oh, well, like I said, it speaks for
BBC,
itself.
innit?
It speaks for itself. The bottom line, like I said, to me, that whole thing was planned. And however the BBC was going to look at it, insofar as to highlight and to normalise. So if you're saying, well, okay, we're gonna normalise that he can say whatever he wants. So he said that, and that's it. Okay, then if that's the case, because he said it to a lot of other people as well, and they put the mic by him when he said he doesn't want a mic next to him, and they did it anyway, so they can pick up all of the voices and everything else. They removed all of the other ticks, but left that one. Yeah. I'm like, hey, look, right? You know, I don't even need to say it. I don't. The whole establishment, any establishment that is going to be quite happy to hide Jimmy Savile, and that ain't even anything to do, and that ain't even got shit to do with black people, white people. Fuck you. I'm like, yo, from the time you're going to do that, I ain't
no
fucking
respect
with you.
for him anyway.
I ain't fucking with you. But I'm looking at that. I'm
so
like, yo.
Who do you think? Let me ask you a question. Who do you think owes the bigger apology, the BBC or John?
The BBC, without question. John, look, I've said this on the show because I had a lot of people, black people, give me backlash. Going, oh, man, you should apologise to everyone. I'm like this. If the BBC would have done their job, none of us would have known. Yeah. No one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything will happen.
Unless you were there, you wouldn't have known anything.
But on the flip side, what if people just spoke about it and it would have come out afterwards and it wasn't aired?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
How would that have looked?
Yeah, but then here's the thing. I'd have sooner heard it that way. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you go and do it. But when you've got a governing body condoning it,
and they didn't even warn anyone that it was coming.
And here's the thing:
it's mental.
So
viewer discretion.
What I mean is, if they did what they were supposed to do, not just for Michael and Delroy, but for John as well. None of this would have happened.
And everybody else in the audience as well. There's other people doing.
And this is what I was saying to people who are talking, going, "Oh, you can't don't apologise." I get you to live your words. And what I mean by that is the next time you walk down the street and someone bumps into you and doesn't apologise, keep walking. I bet you don't. I bet you don't. Go up to that guy and go, before I smack you in the mouth, have you got an educational video so I can know what I'm doing? No, you won't.
No.
The whole point is that when people speak like that, and I'm speaking for John, when you speak like that, you speak like that Tourette's takes away someone's decency. It doesn't. It doesn't.
No.
And I know that just the mere fact that John had to leave and John was put in that position was an embarrassment for that guy.
Oh, I just remembered something. This is not going to probably make sense, or it might. So Jamie Foxx reacted to what was said.
Yeah.
I saw Jamie Foxx giving an interview when he was doing Django, and Leonardo DiCaprio could not say that word.
Correct.
And Jamie Foxx said to him, you need to understand, you need to realise, you need to get your head around why you need to say it. So if Jamie Foxx can say, this is needed right now and this is the reason why and everything else, why could he not have took a step back and thought, this is possibly why this has happened? Why did he have that knee-jerk reaction?
Okay. Obviously, I'm not in his
Do you know
head,
what I mean?
but
Is that...
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm trying to say?
No, it's a fair point. But here's the thing. Django, you have to look at the film.
No, but Leonardo DiCaprio could not say that word in his role.
Yes.
And it took Samuel L. Jackson and Jamie Foxx to convince him.
To okay almost.
So he had to say to him, you need to stop reacting, stop being yourself and think about it.
Well, that's acting.
Right. So if you having that logic towards somebody, why couldn't you sit back and say, hang on a minute, why has that been said? Let's look at why before I react to what I've posted.
Probably because of the
you see what I mean? I'm trying to get at.
I do. And maybe it's because of the environment. There's two different environments. One is about a movie set in the times of Jim Crow and cotton picking and this and everything else. So that word was rife. Now, if you, in present day...
my point was, it may have been rife in that time for the scene. Leonardo DiCaprio, irrelevant, could not say it. He did not. He said, it doesn't feel right for me. I can't do it.
Okay.
So it's more about relating to Leonardo than the actual scene itself. They were trying to say to him, you need to get out of this frame of mind. You need to, I mean, they were advising him. It needs to be said. They were trying to be logical and understanding of why Leonardo couldn't say it.
Right.
And they tried to make the point that you need to say this or you're going to break the character, which is...
Okay.
So that's a logical thinking of that.
Right.
So if you can do that in order to get somebody to say it, whether it's a role or not from cotton picking back in the days and because Samuel Jackson was saying, fucking book your ideas. Why can you not think, what the fuck? That shouldn't be said in this day and age. Before I react to it, let's look at who said it and why said it.
Believe it or not, because you just answered your own question.
Am I making sense if I'm trying
you
to...
Are. And
you know,
the reason why...
knee-jerk reactions.
I'll tell you, I'll say what... From what you're saying.
Yeah.
If Jamie Foxx has to convince a white guy, yeah, I'll say it as a white guy, to say a word that he understands has hurt, and then he sees another white guy that can so openly say it, how else is he going to see it? He had to convince someone to say a word that couldn't say it. Now this guy just said, remember, I already said about what I think of John, but I'm just saying it from that viewpoint.
Yeah.
So in his mind, maybe he's going, well, this white dude just said it openly and landed it with the ER at the end.
Venom.
Without any kind of conscience to say, I better not say this. So if he can say it so openly,
he must
be racist.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm saying that what you said, you answered your own question because he had to tell a white dude, it's okay.
I want to go back because you both said that Jamie was out of order posting that.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We do need to wrap this up and have a break.
Ah, sweet.
I think we spent too much time talking about big dicks and martial arts.
No, we spoke.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Keep you over with the Aikido.
Right, I'm going to wrap it up with, you know, when I was having a look online and reading all the comments and all the posts about it and stuff, I'm going to wrap it up with the one that I found fits my narrative with it.
Cool.
Right, so it was from Wendell Pierce, the actor.
Who the fuck's that?
Google.
Just tell me.
Google's your friend, right? And he said,
just fucking tell me.
Just read it in a minute. It's infuriating that the first reaction wasn't complete and full-throated apology to Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan. The insult to them should have took priority. It doesn't matter of the reasoning for the slur.
Wendell Pierce.
Yeah.
I know him.
Yeah. Well, I can't even
I
say
think that's...
Yeah. I can't even say anything
That's
to
sort of... I read that and it's like there isn't anything in that I can argue with.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, just... I can't even believe... I'm actually trying to say something with it, but it's... To me, it's just so bread and butter. I'm like, if you see... And the fact that so many people are adamant and going, you don't have to apologize because of your... I'm like, it's not about his Tourette's. It's not about that anymore.
Dignity and etiquette.
Yeah, and I'm like, you want to hold on to that? I'm like, hey, we get it. Yeah. That's okay. We get it. But there were other people that were hurt, and then all of a sudden, it's reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, well, get over that word. I'm like, but you want people to educate themselves over this. But then when it comes to this word, no, we don't need to.
It's that selective acceptance.
It's selective empathy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you can't ask for one. And then you wonder why the others... It's been like this from the dawn of time.
These people.
It's like black people have to beg for what others demand. That's what the situation is. And to me, I'm looking at this and going, here's the golden opportunity.
I'd beg for the size of your cock.
That too.
I mean, I beg for half of it. Right, we're going to have a break.
Yeah, man.
Tune for the break is Left Foot, and it's called Aliens Took One Look and Left.
Yeah. Aliens landed, shiny ship in my street. I ran outside, heart skipping the beat. Beam lights flickered, weird buzzing sound. They scanned the planet, then turned around. Saw the traffic, the bins, the kebab smell. One looked at me, shrugged, this ain't so well. Tried to talk to them, waving my phone. They beeped and left, no welcome zone. Aliens took one look and left. Earth felt the vibes check, nothing left. Skip the museums, skip Big Ben. Saw reality TV and went again. Aliens took one look and left. Told the Milky Way this planet's a mess. They hovered once, then they dipped. Humans still arguing, we're eclipsed. They scanned the news, saw TikTok trends, said not enough logic, can't recommend. Looked at our leaders, looked at our streets, said we've seen enough, humanity deletes. Saw people queuing for 7-Eleven snacks, someone tripped on a cable and they bailed fast. Checked out the memes, the political fight, then just zoomed off into the night. Aliens took one look and left. Earth felt the vibes check, nothing left. Skip the museums, skip Big Ben. Saw reality TV and went again. Aliens took one look and left. Told the Milky Way this planet's a mess. They hovered once, then they dipped. Humans still arguing, we're eclipsed. Left a crater in the North Sea, maybe on purpose. Tried to warn us, but we were too nervous. Mom was shouting, kids were crying. Aliens left, I'm still sighing. They passed Mars, waved at Jupiter. Said next time we'll avoid this polluter. Left our planet shaking their heads. Humans still binge watching in their bed. Aliens took one look and left. Earth felt the vibes check, nothing left. Skip the museums, skip Big Ben. Saw reality TV and went again. Aliens took one look and left. Humanity's chaos, cosmic theft. They hovered once, then they dipped and left us here completely eclipsed.
Welcome back to the Ranting and Raving podcast with me, Wayne. You got Mickey and you've got fucking stripper, Conrad.
What's up?
Massive cock.
There's more to me, but yeah, fine.
Cock and balls.
We're just
Cock
going to
and
stick with that.
balls.
Yeah, fine. All right.
What a cluster. Right, what we starting the second half with this week?
We're going to start the second half with some.
Get in the bin, get in the bin, get in the pussy clot.
Hey, hey.
Blood clot bin.
Put that back up.
Get in the bin, get in the bin, get in the pussy clot.
It's so bad.
And the blood clot
That's
bin.
normally a posh white guy from Surrey saying that.
Oh, I'll
He
take
changed
it
that
back
black
then.
because he's
Just
changed
'cause
it
you
to a
was
black one just because you're on.
Nice of you.
Fuck.
Thank you.
No, it's welcome to Get in the Bin.
I feel so welcome.
Right, we got Get in the Bins
They're
then.
making me feel so.
Ruby,
They know me.
he said, "Do you want a drink, John?" No, he said, "I've got my orange juice. It's Rubicon mango."
Yo.
Yeah, give it
Bring
to
it
you.
over. Bring it over.
Right, let's start some of these Get in the Bins. Josh Carter in Stoke-on-Trent. People who say it's only a game during a really tense match.
Fuck off,
Bullshit.
Wolves Villa.
Bullshit.
Was you like last? was it-
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it winds me up, man. It's like
Do you like football?
I'm not the biggest fan, but,
No, but-
I do watch it. Yeah,
Who'd you watch?
Wolves.
I like him even more.
Yeah. Yeah, I watch Wolves, and when England's on,
we have to watch England,
I'm from Wolves, so you know what I mean. I've got to.
Well, he's
people
not my
can't
jam, but-
understand why we get so emotional about
You
footy,
support.
though.
You say you're from Wolves, so you got to support.
Oh yeah, it's that kind of.
So where are you from?
Liverpool.
No, you fucking not.
I'm from Bootle. Listen, you can't help who you fall in love with. That's what I say.
Yeah.
So
I've heard that
Josh,
one.
he's obviously a fucking Port Vale fan.
But no, he's the one saying people who say it's only a game during a tense match has got to go in the bin.
Josh, I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree with Josh.
Stoke
There's
are great
nothing
as well.
worse than when you're losing your fucking shit and somebody says that, it's only a game, calm down. And
Josh,
you're
I'm
like,
sorry.
No, I'm
sorry
not going to calm down.
I'm sorry if I called you a Port Vale fan. I thought you were the one saying it. No, but I agree with you 100%, mate. I'm on your side.
Right, only a game. It's going in
What
the
do you
bin then.
think? Do you agree
About what?
that people who say
It's only,
it's only a game?
They're in the
half
bin.
time, the only time you hear that is when they're losing. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I
yeah,
reckon it's bin worthy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely.
Bin it.
Page Turner in Redditch. When someone says it'll take 2 minutes and it doesn't,
Well, that don't apply to you.
why?
2 minute wonder, yeah?
And mine's 3.5.
My sister's told me.
I'm quicker than Sadio Mane's hat trick. I'm quicker than Sadio Mane's hat trick now.
Fucking hell.
I get what she means though. You know, when somebody will say, I tell you who were worse for it, them canvassers who ran town when they go, can you just take this survey with us? It'll only
2
take
minutes.
2 minutes. And you're like,
15.
15 minutes later, you just don't want to be rude and you've committed this long, so you may as well finish it.
What's your timekeeping like?
Listen, hey, I know.
Don't
this
drop
is-
that line.
I was wasting. I was like, that train is never late.
Because-
yeah. Listen, right? Me, I am that stereotypical black guy. I ain't gonna lie, right? When somebody turned around to me and said, "Well, all right," I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be 2 minutes." 1 hour later.
What time do we ask you to be here?
You asked me, yeah, see? I was like, yeah, I didn't want to disappoint you guys. You know
We
what I
had
mean? I was
time.
like,
Me and Mickey had a time for a chat. We went to Greg's. We ate it.
yeah, man. I just strolled up like, nothing. Yes, lads, well, just come on in.
What we saying? She going in the bin?
Yeah.
It'll take 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I know
I
what
do.
she means because he's frustrating, isn't he?
Yeah.
Even like your sister thinks everything's 5 minutes. Can you just put this shelf up for me? It'll only take you 5 minutes. It'll take you 5 minutes to fuck it. You know, it takes longer than 5
You're
minutes.
right.
She thinks everything's a 5 minute job. My wife does.
Uh-huh.
Honestly.
Yeah, another part of my job. I was an electrician, had my own company, all of that. And that was one of my pet hates. When somebody calls up and says, hey, look, I need a socket putting in. It won't take you 2 minutes. It's like, yeah, you're right. It won't take me 2 minutes.
So you ain't fucking doing it.
I mean, what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Bin.
Yeah.
Oh, bin that shit. Mason Turner in Kettering. Oh, we reached a bit further this week, eh?
Kettering. Bloody hell.
I've by Northampton, innit?
And he says, hotel pillows, they're either rock hard or paper thin.
I've never ever had a hard one.
What, hotel pillow? I'm definitely gonna edit that. That's going in the trailer. I've never ever had a hard one.
Well,
Fuck's sake.
how did you cope?
Fuck's sake.
Almost 10 years, mate. God. How did you do it?
I swear to God.
That's definitely
he's
getting
fucked me
clipped.
now.
Was there a lot of court?
He uses these against me, puts them in clips and stuff. Because when he mugs me off and fucks me over, everyone engages with it. Yeah, I mean, you're from Wolverhampton.
Yes, I am, but you
Right.
kind of fell for that one, bro.
But, okay, so you're from Wolverhampton. And you understand the Black Country yam yam.
Of
sound.
course.
Okay. Have I got a Black Country yam yam accent?
No.
Fucking suck my dick, bitch.
Nor have I.
Anyway, been all right.
He brought me that sign there, and I won't put it up.
It's brilliant. I was
Because he
looking
calls
at
me a
that.
yam yam. I'm not a yam yam. I don't have that accent.
Well, I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it here.
You gotta be doing
Behind you.
Yeah, I'll
Gotta
put
be
it up
doing.
behind me. Hotel pillows.
Always. Well,
They're always shit
I'll
thin ones,
fucking
aren't they?
I think I'd have to fucking wrap them and fold them and put
I
my arm
ask
under.
for more pillows, I do. And I'll fucking stack like 3 of them together when they're really thin.
Man, where do you go? What hotel you go to?
But the last
Hilton.
one was in Hungary.
Okay.
Last hotel I went to was in Hungary, and I had to phone down and say, "Can you drop us some pillows?"
What?
These are
Hang on,
ridiculous, man.
hang on. Was it in the nice part of Hungary?
No, it was in the ghetto. It was in the ghetto, man.
He rented a room off one of the locals.
There you go.
Now, my missus booked it for my 40th, and when we got into
Your fucking 40th?
yeah,
Fuck off.
no, I'm a 40.
Last year?
46. Yeah, she booked it for my birthday. I'll say birthday. She booked it for my birthday, and we landed in Hungary, and then got a taxi to this place, and then, wow, this is nice here. What a beautiful city. And then all of a sudden,
Went round the corner.
it kept getting a bit. It was like, oh, hang on, now we seem to be venturing out of the city, like. And then all of a sudden, they dropped us off next to these fucking homeless smackheads, and I was like, what's the hotel? And he went, that one there, and we went in, got in. It was a lovely hotel, except for the pillows, but we was in the ghetto. It was like having a nice hotel in Alum Rock. It was just ghetto everywhere.
It's
Like
when we did the strip show in Greece, Lord, you
So-
were just driving past the shadiest people ever, and like you said, once you got into the building, it was fine.
Yeah.
Gee,
well, the first thing we did was go to the local pub as well, which was a bit of an experience.
Yeah, but you
discussed
enjoyed it, didn't you?
We discussed it before, yeah. And it was there was 2 guys at the bar. I'll just briefly go over it because I've done this one before. And the guy was about, honestly, when I say he was 7 foot,
I've seen the picture.
He wasn't far off 7 foot. And I'm sitting there with my wife, and this guy keeps eyeing me, and I'm like, oh my God.
what do you mean?
Like,
You know,
Giving me the.
oh right, okay.
And I'm like, what's going on here, man? I don't want to fight this geezer. And then there was a guy next to him who looked about that much smaller. And he came over to the table, and I'm like, fucking hell, here we go. So I put my glass in my hand just in case, like. And then it was, hello, English. And I was like, yep, I'm English. Your name? Told him my name. And then after a couple of lines, he went, you are my new friend. I was fucking like,
We had the fucking session all night
thank
together.
fuck for that, like, yeah, we drank with him for a little bit, like, and we got a picture with him, and I'm 5'9", and he's about that much taller than me.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
Where we
massive.
took the picture, his head was touching the ceiling. He was crouching down, and the guy stood next to him in this picture is his son, and he was 6'11", his son was, and his dad was taller than him.
They're, really
believe
not, they're nice people in Hungary, though.
Yeah,
I've
but they
been
were
to a
really
couple
nice
of times.
people.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
hotel pillows,
In the bin.
paper thin ones, definitely in the bin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, one more before I get one in. Right, sorry to briefly interrupt the show, but I want to tell you about our Patreon. You can join us on patreon.com/the Ranting and Raving pod. Tiers start from as little as £3, where you'll get access to all of our Patreon shows which aren't public, the complete back catalogue. You'll get a load of DJ mixes, and you get early access to the public shows as well. As I said, tiers start from £3, and any support we can get from you lot to keep the lights on here would be greatly appreciated. Now enjoy the rest of the show. Aaron Miles.
Aaron?
Oh, Aaron. It could be Aaron.
Fucking
we had
Aaron.
a lad at our school called Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron or Aaron, whichever one it is.
Fucking Aaron.
In Tipton. Women who say, if you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve
for
me
fuck's
at
sake.
my best.
Fuck's sake.
Done. Right, thanks.
We're not even
It's been
discussing
wonderful.
it.
Right, I'm out.
This
Right.
is no discussion. Press the fucking bin.
Bin.
Give me one reason why.
Because I'm telling you to.
That ain't a good enough
It
reason.
is. No, there's not a discussion.
See, for me,
All right, let's
You
entertain
fuck-
it.
some
if you're
fucking-
a
let's
woman,
entertain it. Let's entertain
if
it.
you're a
Right,
woman
right.
and you do that, why have you got to be at your worst? Why can't you just always
That's like
be?
me
Why
saying.
can't you always be at
Imagine
your
if I
best?
said to my fucking missus, right, I'm gonna if I filled her in,
Yeah.
that's me at my worst. If you can't accept it, I ain't gonna shag you.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Right. Me. We've got to go. I'm going to go on mindset on this one.
Yeah.
If someone listen, if someone says, if you can't handle me at my best,
Worst.
handle me at my worst,
You don't
Yeah.
deserve me at my best.
then what is there to handle?
Why have I got to
There's
accept
nothing
you
to
at your
handle.
worst?
No,
Stop being
that's,
your worst.
That's your issue. Man, I'm like,
if
hey,
you
look,
know you've got a worst, work it.
yeah, I'm like that.
We don't want to see a worst.
Yeah, what's there to handle?
Oh,
What are you, cop?
I can handle you looking your worst.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I can handle you looking your worst,
But not,
and then I'll deserve your
not
best.
behaving.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I can flip that. If I don't appreciate you looking natural at your worst, then I don't deserve to see you done up.
Yeah.
That's different.
But if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
behaviour, if you can't handle me at my
that's
worst,
exactly
Then
it. I'm
fuck
like-
off.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
the fact
yeah,
that you
what-
intentionally
why-
want to have a
yeah.
worst
Why on
is
earth-
be
yeah.
a red flag anyway.
Yeah, thanks for the warning.
Yeah,
Right, you
cheers
know?
for that.
Cheers, mate.
The
Thanks.
warning.
See ya.
Thanks for the warning.
Right, one from me. You know when people send you something, and so basically, I've been looking at.
Just fucking say it.
I'm trying to find the best way to explain it. I've been looking at villas in Thailand because we're going over to see my daughter.
Does you really?
Give me a chance.
This will be shit, this will.
Okay,
So
I'm open.
we've been looking for villas for her to go and visit my daughter. She's over in Thailand, and she's sending me. So she's on Airbnb. Have a look at this one. Have a look at this one.
Yeah.
But she sends a screenshot of it instead of the link.
Yeah.
So I've got to then look at the picture,
And then put the link in.
type it in. It's
a lot of work.
Come on.
Just put the fucking link in. Every website now has got a share option on everything. Share the link. Why are you screenshotting it in, sending me a picture? Kate does it with Amazon as well. She'll want something for the business, for the cake businesses. Can you order these for me? She'll send me a link of some fucking cake molds. And I'm like, so I've got to search all that now to find that cake mold. Just send the fucking link.
So basically, you're lazy.
It's fun, isn't he?
I'm not lazy.
I was just asking.
What
They're
a
lazy.
fun guy.
They're lazy. They're lazy for screenshotting it instead of fucking pressing a button and sharing me a link.
That's a fair point.
If that link lands in my inbox, can you
He was
order,
right, that
can,
was
can,
terrible.
can you order me these? I click one button and I'm on the product. Then I press buy and then I'm done.
Okay,
I haven't got. I don't want to be searching for your products.
that's terrible.
Bin. We're going bin with it.
I'll go bin.
Wayne.
Whatever.
Fuck you.
Some of the ones he's had, you'd piss your fucking self.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Some of the ones he's had. He doesn't believe in parent and baby parking and disabled parking at supermarkets.
I don't mind the disabled one. I
You
don't
got a
believe
problem
in
with that?
Yeah.
parent and baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
Why?
because it makes them lazy.
Boy. Okay.
And I love that reaction that you've just given me because I'm now going to ask you another question then.
Shit.
Right?
There you go. He'll try and justify it, and you're the great person to talk to.
Okay, let's go.
If the parent and baby parking spaces are there for convenience because of the wider parking spaces, if they were at the back of the car park, how many of them would be used? The answer is none.
But you could
They'd
you
use-
could say the same about disabled.
The answer is none. They'd use the normal spaces at the front and manage. So why do we need them? It's just so some Karen can tell me to get out of it when I'm in there with my 19-year-old kid.
I'm
at
not
that face.
normally lost for words. What?
Do you know what else he said?
Go on.
He doesn't understand the Tour de France. Why do you want to watch a load of men in lycra?
He does have a point.
He said, and
Okay,
then
so
There's nothing gayer than being behind 50 men in lycra with their asses going up and down in the air.
and then he said,
Why would I want to watch that?
right, he said, and then this is what confuses me. They're all in a huddle,
Oh,
and one pedals really, really fast and goes to the front. If you can go that fast,
Why don't you
just go that fast and win.
Why do you need to hold the line for all these?
Okay.
Your point is to beat them.
I don't. All right. I don't. I'm guessing that fitness sports isn't really your.
It was. It's not anymore.
Okay.
It used to be.
I
It
sense,
used to be.
I sense a lot of pain when you say that.
Nah,
It's very reflective. It seems.
That conversation stemmed from my granddad watching fucking boring sports when I was a kid. My granddad, I like football, I like the darts, you know, that type of sports for me, competitive. And I ain't saying the Tour de France ain't competitive, but I've got to watch it for 4 hours before you see the finish line. I didn't understand why my granddad used to watch it all the time. He used to be like, this is fucking boring, man. And then the older I got, the more it was like, this is a bit gay as well, seeing all those asses bouncing up and down. The cameraman's following them like that. It's just definitely not for me.
I must admit, I've never watched it and seen it as gay. I just saw it as guys
50 men in
riding on a bike. So
50 men in
again,
lycra.
it does seem that you kind of.
They're better like this is like show 40, 41,
Bro, what?
42 maybe.
I'm just
40.
Right, and imagine how many of these he's put forward.
coming out, man. It's okay, bro. It's okay. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm all right with you.
It's,
I'm all
you're
right with you.
funny as fuck, man.
Right, Wayne, we're going to do a few.
Got a story that's mad? Don't keep it hush.
Okay.
Like my neighbor caught me knocking one out in a bush. Wife did you dirty. Your dad crossed the line. Send it to the lads. It's dilemma time.
So this is the part of the show where the viewers, the listeners, whoever, can email into us with a dilemma that they have.
Okay.
And then that's for our advice. So I think this is
Sometimes
actually
it's good advice. Sometimes
Oh, boy.
it's...
Oh yeah, sometimes we're fucking
Sometimes we're a bit brutal as well.
yeah.
Okay.
Like the one fucking week, fucking hell. There's the girl had a real auntie that she didn't like, and her auntie was in Australia, and her auntie's posting since she's moved beach views. This is this, and it really pissed off this girl. Well, the fucking nan died, and then the girl said, "I'll send you the link," but deliberately sent a link that doesn't work.
Live streaming the funeral. She's live streaming the funeral, but she sent her the wrong link on purpose.
And then she's texting saying, "No, it's working fine for us." And
Yeah, took
she
screenshots of it.
giving her screenshots and live commentary saying, yeah. And the woman missed her mum's funeral.
God damn.
So mad things like, we get some fucking
Yeah,
wife
we've had
stuff.
some mad ones.
We've had fucking a guy coming in where his wife wants to shit on him. Him to shit on her.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
All fucking random stuff. Anyway, so
Go on then.
So this one is, I'll tell you the name at the end, all right? So
Okay.
he says, "Hi lads," and Conrad, of course. "I'm a single dad to a 14-year-old lad. It's been just me and him since he was 5. His mum moved abroad and we've kind of just figured it out together. School runs, football training, burnt dinners, all of it. Last week I was cleaning, sorting his room out, which I felt like I was invading his privacy. And I found a small bag of weed tucked inside an old trainer box at the back of his wardrobe. Not loads, just enough. That's obvious he's been trying it. Not selling it. There's also a couple of Rizzlers and a lighter. I'll be honest, my heart sank. He's a good kid, does all right at school, not in trouble. Bit moody lately, but he's 14, and that's standard. I don't want to overreact and turn it into something bigger than it is. I remember being his age. I know what curiosity was like, but at the same time, he's 14. His brain's still developing. I don't want this becoming a habit or him thinking it's no big deal. Part of me wants to sit him down calmly and just talk it through, ask why, who he's with, and how often. Another part of me wants to go full dad mode, bin it, ground him, make it crystal clear it's not happening under my roof. I'm also scared of pushing him away. It's just been us for years. If he stops telling me things or start hiding more, I'll lose that closeness we've always had. Do I treat it as a learning moment and risk him thinking I'm soft? Or do I lay down the law and risk him shutting me out? That's from Mark in Wolverhampton.
Oh, okay.
We'll let you start this then.
What, myself?
Yeah. What
Okay.
would you do in that situation? Your dad.
All right. Communication's key. And from what I'm hearing, and obviously, you know, I'm not trying to psychoanalyze the guy but when he's talking about fear of losing his son, that means to me that he's probably been carrying that right the way from when he had him from 5.
Yeah.
And it's one of those situations where you have to take a risk. I think it's about him. It's like, you want to play it safe. In this one, there's no playing it safe. How I see it is that the danger is right there in front of you. So anything that you do from that point, there's no point putting this and that. And if I go from one extreme, if I sit him down and talk, I'm sorry. But if I lay down the law, then it's quite simple. Meet in the middle. And what that is where you have that conversation where you don't want to talk to him as a, 14?
Yeah, 14.
Yeah? You don't want to talk to him as a 14-year-old, right? Which is usually where it's, I'm going to do the fire and brimstone thing. Where you sit him down and have that uncomfortable chat, what I call it, about why is it here? Are you using it? Where do you think it's going to lead to? It's basically asking the right questions for him to come to the right conclusion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rather than, you know, and don't let him get away with it so he can get to that uncomfortable truth. And then once you both get to that point, then he can turn around and say, hey, you better understand that you may look at this right now, that it's all cool and this and everything else, but there are consequences to this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I'd see it. It's a kind of firm but fair. I'm not going to sit there and mollycoddle him because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like he's fighting a lot more than just that. He's fighting something in him where he's like, well, I'm going to be afraid to lose him, rather than the situation himself. If he puts that to one side, I think you'd find the answer automatically where it would be, where you sit down, communicate. You grow from.
Yeah, it's not like he's 11. He's 14. You know,
Yeah.
he's at the end of school where he's going to be leaving soon, and he's going to be coming into the big world anyway, isn't he?
Mm.
So I think communication's the key. But what I found is they're going to do it anyway. If they don't do it at your house, they'll do it at the mate's house. If they don't do it at the mate's house, they'll do it down the park. They're going to try it. So I think communication and education has got to be the way forward for it, isn't it? You've got to be able to say, here's the pros, here's the cons. Yeah, your pros are you might be having a laugh and a giggle with your mates because you're all high one night.
Yeah.
But you've got to weigh that up with the cons. And I guarantee you, over the course of a 3, 4, 5, 6 year period, them cons are going to outweigh them pros.
Oh, yeah.
So I think the best thing to do for me is sit them down and just educate them. Because it doesn't matter what you say. If you go in all guns blazing, fucking you're this, you're that, fucking that ain't happening under my roof, I don't know if that works on every kid.
That's true.
Because some kids will just go, all right, and whatever. And the next time he goes out, he just don't keep the weed at his house, he keeps it at his mate's house.
But what do you mean by educate?
Educate like, with the pros and cons. Give them examples of, yeah, it's only cannabis, but what's next? That leads to this, that can
Well,
lead
not
to
just
this.
that.
Because it is the biggest gateway drug.
But I've told you before.
I know a lot of cannabis
It is.
smokers will say, no, it's not. But it is. It is the biggest
It's
gateway
not-
drug.
A mate of mine from school, fucking smart as fuck kid, brilliant footballer, up front, scoring goals, one of my best mates, fucking amazing lad. can't leave his house, paranoid to fuck.
Oh, yeah.
He comes out at night to walk his dog. That's it. Because he smoked too much weed. Imagine living your life like that.
That's what I mean. But if you educate that kid and tell him, is that what you want? Is this? I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but that's a scenario that happened to him. So why are you immune from that?
Yeah, that's where. I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but in my experience, the most important bit is for that child. I say child.
Wait,
right,
is he a child? Yeah.
To actually have their say.
Yeah.
Because when some people say, not that I'm jumping on what you were saying about the educating thing, there are some people that will actually look at that and take it literally and go, well, what you got to understand with this and cannabis and this and everything else. And I'm like, they're not that deep. They're not. So that's the reason why I say the most important thing is to allow them to talk, because then you're relating rather than dictating. So what you do is that you get that common thing, even if you don't agree with what they're saying, but you're showing him that I am actually listening to you.
Yeah.
That I'm actually going, and then you've got that nice little gateway to where you can say, well, have that proper conversation. And as you said, there's no guarantee that, he's just gonna be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it again. But the thing is that the conversation has already been had and the agreement has already been.
Yeah, get a boundary put in place.
Yeah, so once it's there.
If at the end of the conversation the dad says, that's not happening under my roof.
Yeah, but he can still be the authority figure, but still, he can still have the authority.
Yeah,
and
that's the thing.
But son, let's talk instead.
Yeah, my kids know
I'm not
the
against
difference.
you. I want to understand.
Exactly.
And I want to tell you.
You're a kid now doing adult stuff.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to talk to you as that.
Yeah.
But you see what I mean? So rather than, I don't want to, I'm like, no, you've entered that realm now.
Yeah.
You've entered that realm.
You're entering the big boy world. You're going to get the big boy
no
conversation.
Different with knife crime, no different with anything. I'm like, you can't speak to them now like,
as a child.
I'm like, you've entered it. So I'm going to speak to you insofar as you're going to speak to me. Usually as a child, you speak to them and you say yes or no or whatever. Mm-hmm. But once that happens, why are you doing that? And for the child, that's a game changer, because it's more than likely that they've never had that. And just doing that alone gets their brain going, okay, where's he going with this? What's the angle? And that's important.
Yeah.
That's really important.
That's it then. I think.
What was his name? Mark.
Mark, yeah.
There you go,
Good
Mark.
luck, Mark. Good luck, man.
Let us know how you get on.
Yep.
Right, we'll do some red pill, blue pills then.
These are great.
I don't know what it is, but
Me and
you
you.
did mention it.
You have to choose.
Right, so
Let's go.
The rules are you have to choose one.
You have to.
I'll choose.
Red pill, blue pill, red pill, blue
You see,
pill,
you
red
laughed.
pill, blue pill.
That got me so nervous when he laughed.
Which one you gonna choose?
Yeah, rules are you have to pick one.
Okay.
It's just a simple rule. You've got to pick one.
Oh, God.
So red pill.
They're not going to be horrible because you're on. When it's me, I'll get fucking weird. One's like,
We'll see.
would you rather lick your mum out or suck your dad off? That's the shit I get. That's the shit I get.
Listen. All right. Okay. All right.
Right. Red pill, blue pill. This one's sent in by Tanya Balding.
Oh, someone sent him in?
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
they're
got a
going
few
to
on
be
the
good
emails.
then. They're going to be good.
Tanya Balding in Darliston. Red pill. You wake up tomorrow as the best and hardest soldier in the world. You have no problem killing people. In the next 3 years, you're going to kill at least 10,000 people in various wars and missions. Blue pill. You wake up tomorrow to world peace. No wars ever again, and everyone lives peacefully and gets along. Only this comes at a cost to you. You're now paralysed from the neck down and live in a luxury care home, zero danger, total safety, and people cater to your every need. That's a tough one.
That's a good one. That's really good.
That's a tough one.
Soldier.
You'd want to be a soldier.
Yeah.
You're happy killing everyone to save yourself.
What, to save myself?
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't be a definition of a soldier, but
He ain't got a clue. See, the way I'm looking at it is, been there, done that. To a certain degree. Not killed 10,000 people, whatever. So I was straight away, I'll be a soldier.
yeah, I mean,
However,
okay.
Yeah, but to sacrifice yourself for world peace?
no, not for world peace, for the safety of my children.
Yeah.
So when you said world peace, everyone in the world lives peace. It means there's going to be no stabbings, no murders, no shootings. My kids can go out. I mean, I know one's 25, one's 23, one's 15. But still, they can still go out to a club, get glass, get bottled. My son's still got that era. If that puts me in a fucking disabled position, catered for, all right.
Yeah, but you can't move anything other than your eyes, can you?
Who gives a fuck? My kids are safe, mate. My family is safe.
Conrad would rather shoot 10,000 people.
I originally done that.
It depends on the people who I'm shooting, bro. Right?
I originally thought straight away I'm doing that one. I'll go and do that and be a fucking soldier. Doesn't bother me.
But that's what's so good about that. It's a great one. It is. That's a fantastic one. The only reason why I'll say with the soldier thing is because that the other one is an ideal world, and even in the world of peace.
Someone will find something
there's always something. So for someone to say that, and you're lying there, and all you can move is your eyeballs, and someone goes, "Ha, gotcha." Now what?
Yeah. Then you.
Now what? I'm like, no, I'm going to stay in the real world and be a soldier.
Fair enough.
Period.
I think I would have,
because I'll fight for my kids too.
At first read, I think I would have gone for the world peace.
Yeah, it sounds.
Because it's almost
I
like.
agree.
If it's for world peace in general, fuck the world, I'll go and fight. But if it's so everybody can be safe,
Yeah.
then my kids...
As in a sacrifice.
It's a good
yeah,
sacrifice.
I'd sacrifice myself for that today.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Knowing my son can go out to a club, not get stabbed, get beat up, have a good time. Yeah.
There you go, Tanya. Right. Greg. Gavin Denton in Northfield. Red pill. This one's quite funny, actually. I read this. A fully functional penis grows out of the back of your skull. It gets erections at the worst moments. Everyone sees it, and you feel every sexual sensation through it forever. Blue pill. A fully functional vagina opens up on the front of your neck. It menstruates monthly, gets wet when you're aroused, and chokes you slightly when it quenches. When it clenches, I should say, not quenches. So you're either having a
dickhead
dick on the back of your head
or a cunt on your throat.
Do you know how many extra bookings I'd get with a dick
on the back of your head?
After it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
You'd look like that. What's that one?
Dick on the head, bro.
What's that guy?
Loud
What's
and
the name?
proud.
The one with Van Damme in Tong Po.
Tong Po.
With your thing on the back of his head. That's what you'd look like all the time, wouldn't you?
That's fine with me. That's what I do as a martial artist. I decorate it, put the little ribbon around it. You know what I mean? Who'd know?
I think I'd have a fanny on my throat and wear turtlenecks. You go up there with the fucking hard on the back of your head.
That's fine.
See, but I think having it on the back of your head, you know, when you're in the mirror,
if it's the same,
if it ain't hard, if it's on the back of your head, you ain't going to see. Whereas
you said it gets aroused.
Having a fanny, yeah, but you don't get aroused all the time. But if you have a fanny on your throat there,
yeah,
every time you look in the mirror, that's what you'll see. At least you ain't going to see the cock if it's just hanging. It's just like a ponytail.
But you usually wouldn't give a fuck, would you?
Why? You would give a fuck, surely.
You're not going to shag it. You're not going to start fingering it. Oh, look at that there.
Yeah, but you might get somebody try.
Yeah, and someone could sit on the back of your head while,
yeah,
you know, you're licking someone out. But I mean,
could be all sorts going on down there, couldn't there?
That'd be awesome. What do
you know they say a fucking dog with two dicks.
Well,
next.
I'm definitely going for penis on the back of the head.
Yeah, man.
I wear a fanny on my neck and wear a fucking polo neck. I look no different.
Melissa Hampton in Wolverhampton. Red pill. Ooh, this is tough. Betray your country to save your child, but 10 million UK citizens die as a result.
Okay.
Blue pill. Sacrifice your child for your country, and as a result, 10 million UK citizens survive.
10 million people are dead, mate.
10 million dead, yeah.
Sorry, 10 million.
I don't know these people.
It is what it is.
But there's more houses for people then.
It is what it is.
NHS queues will lighten up.
Yeah,
You've got to, yeah.
It's one of them.
More jobs.
I wouldn't even go that deep in it. It's my kid. That's
fucking
it, done.
Thanos, click the fucking fingers.
That's it. It doesn't matter what's in front of you if it's your kids.
Sorry,
it's your kids,
guys.
isn't it, man?
No.
Sorry.
Melissa, we're all saving our kid.
We all gonna
Fuck the
dead
10 million.
sometime. We all gonna die sometime. It's one of them. It is what it is.
Imagine if like the 10 million was your entire family apart from that kid as well. Right, fuck you
Yeah,
then.
you don't know who's
Your
in
other
it.
kid.
Random, isn't it?
Because I've got 3
Random.
kids. How many kids you got?
I've got 4.
Right, so imagine you save the one, but then it wipes out the other 3 and everybody else.
Well,
Fuck's sake.
You know what? Hey, look, you know.
Can you
Yeah,
choose
well-
what kid?
Yeah, but imagine what
I'd
if that
have to call him
happened.
up and go, hey, remember when you took that money out of my wallet?
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah, see ya.
Good luck.
Right, Ethan Davis in West Brom. Red pill. Fucking hell. Wake up tomorrow and you're Peter Sutcliffe.
Brother, stop this.
Blue pill. Wake up tomorrow and you're Jimmy Savile.
Can we change number 1 to Bill Cosby?
No.
Well, that just make me feel more comfortable. They're so considerate here. Oh my God Almighty!
Wake up tomorrow and you're Peter Sutcliffe. I couldn't be Jimmy Savile, man. I'd have to go murdering hoes. I couldn't do the Savile thing. It's like asking what would you rather do. If you had to choose,
couldn't fuck
If you had to
kids.
choose one of them crimes, I ain't fucking kids.
I
My
can't
guy.
fuck kids.
My guy.
No.
You got to choose one. You're going to say Savile, aren't you?
It's not
No,
gonna.
Is Sutcliffe the one that did it to the
Ripper.
prostitutes?
Yeah, the Ripper.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yorkshire Ripper.
Yeah, that's the one.
Never been a fan of Yorkshire really, but but
It'd have to be.
it's,
Pete.
it's got to be. It's
You
got
can't fuck kids.
I ain't touching kids, man.
I don't even know why I'm taking so long.
Even that's why I'm like, you're going to get Jimmy Savile.
Nah. After
You
the
should have gone Gary Glitter or Savile.
listen, it's Peter Sutcliffe.
Imagine Gary Glitter or Savile. Oh dear.
Fucking hell.
After the Jimmy Savile BC comment, right? Listen, right? It's Sutcliffe all the way. Give me the beard.
Bill Cosby.
Give me the whole thing. Give me all that. I'm with it. Nah, forget it. Yeah, I'm with that.
Right, last one then, before we wrap up.
Thank God. That's
This one's tough
this
as well,
is
man.
great.
These are light.
Yeah, but
These are light compared
You want to
to
see him on the fucking Patreon?
on the Patreon, mate.
Fucking hell.
I'll go on it.
Horrible. Right, Amelia Davis in Tamworth.
This is brilliant.
She says, red pill, lose your memory as of now. Blue pill, your child loses all memory of you.
Okay,
My fucking God.
right. Where am I?
Yep.
Who are you guys?
He's lost his
Oh,
memory.
yeah.
What?
Because I'd create a new memory with them.
What? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but your child's 25. How are you going to convince your 25-year-old that you're a dad?
No, if I lose my memory,
Yeah, I'm losing mine.
they can come back to me.
I'm losing it anyway.
No, you've just lost your memory.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't even know who your kids are now, so how can you create...
Right, exactly.
You don't even know where to go and find them.
But they will come
You've
back.
got no memory?
They will. Just in my memory. It's
No.
not my fucking phone or anything.
You've got no memory?
It's only my memory, you cunt.
Okay, you open
Yeah,
your
you
phone
can't,
up.
hey, can't move
Open
the
your-
goalposts on this one.
Open your
right?
phone up
No.
and you
said
see
just
numbers.
memory.
Yep, you said just lose your
Memory.
memory.
You lose your
That's
memory?
it.
Not a wipe of history.
Yeah.
Well, that's your memory?
No. So my phone and everything will
I'm
still
not
have
on
all
about
that.
your phone. I'm on about your brain.
How are you going to get in it if you can't
Okay,
remember the password?
you've lost your memory. You've lost your
Face
memory.
ID.
I got the-
You don't know.
How the fuck am I going to drive home?
You don't know. You don't know you've got a car.
So hang on, when you say
Wiped.
loss of memory,
Wiped.
are you talking?
Your memory.
So you don't know how to walk.
Then, well, you may as well be dead. Then what?
Yeah, but you're going to learn again, aren't you? You're going to go, oh, what are these? Oh, these are feet.
Hey, do you know the feet? You don't know the word for them.
Yeah, but you see other people.
But you don't know the word for them. You don't know how to talk.
Or you,
Well, my point with your phone.
Fucking hell, you want
can
to
open
talk
your-
or
open
nothing.
your
You can't
phone,
read.
or your
And you
kids.
see a name, you don't know who it is.
But you can't read.
But you don't know who it is.
So
hang on a minute.
If you
How-
lose your
how old's the
memory,
kid?
everything's gone.
Yeah, but how old's the kid?
25, Jade, isn't she?
My oldest is 25, 23 and 15.
So they've.
But you can't talk. If you lose your memory, you can't talk.
I was gonna say,
they've got to convince you that you're their dad.
But I won't understand them.
There you go. So which one do you want to pick? Do you want to lose your memory?
So I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Well,
losing your memory. Or
I
your
would
child.
say, depending on the age of the child, I'd say for the child to lose their memory because that's how children are born without one anyway.
If it's a toddler, you'd probably get away with it, wouldn't you?
You've got that time to,
But your toddler is going to remember everything except you. And if you've got a teenager or a 25-year-old, they're going to remember everything except you.
Fred, half the time the teenagers don't even remember us.
Yeah, they don't even know you. Who's this geezer?
Unless there's money involved.
Screw 'em.
They remember you when they want some dough.
For real, yeah, man, that's screw 'em, right? That's
I think if I lose all memory, that's everything. Speech, mental,
You've got to learn
reading.
it all again, didn't you?
Whereas if a child just loses memory of me, she's still got everyone else. That's your
that
dad.
network.
Their brother and sister, that's dad.
Yeah.
And they can. So I think I'd do that one.
I'd say,
and we can get them back and show pictures and all this. Because if I've lost my memory, I can't do. I'm like,
At first, I was literally like, I'd go with the memory thing. But
Straight
as
away.
you said, it depends on the depth of how much has gone.
Yeah.
If it's losing the memory of the child, that's one thing. But losing memory altogether, well, that's it. You're this couch. That's it. You're nothing.
Yeah.
Start again and start fucking learning it all over again, didn't you, from the moment?
Yeah, that's mess.
you're
From
this
that moment.
couch.
Couch. He's American.
I'm just saying, look, it looks pretty, but ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like,
We're a bit more
Right,
less
before we,
PC than that.
before we wrap the show up, I want you to look into the camera. Obviously, talk about your channel, talk about your TikTok, how people can get hold of you. Anything you want to do, plug yourself now on every level you can.
oh, wow.
And do your thing.
Okay.
And on the end of the show, that's
Yeah.
no, go for it.
Caught me cold. That was good. Right. Insofar as karate, most of my stuff is pretty much on my Facebook. If you go onto Conrad Brissett, it'll all come up on there.
I'll put a link to your Facebook in the comments as well.
Okay, right. So my Ryoku martial arts, that's including with karate, self-defense, stuff like that. Get in touch on Facebook, and the link, which I will...
And that's Wolverhampton area,
in
isn't it, where
Wolverhampton.
you're based, yeah.
Ryoku Mindset, the Power to Change is where, I help people with issues where you get the opportunity to come down and talk in an unbiased and safe atmosphere and non-judgmental, where you get the opportunity, like I said, to speak. That's in the same vicinity as well. Let's Talk About Live, where I've had the fortunate opportunity which has led me to this place, which has been absolutely amazing, by the way. You can catch me on Facebook with that.
What's your TikTok for that?
TikTok is exactly the same, just Conrad Brissett.
Conrad Brissett on
that's
TikTok,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll
Just use your name.
I'll link
Yeah,
that.
don't even change it. Just put Conrad Brissett. That's it.
Yeah,
I might change
We'll
it.
link that as well then.
Right, but yeah, it's on there exactly the same. The stripping side, to be
Where can the women see you slung?
Yeah, the stripping side
Do it.
is the Pulse Experience. Okay, I did have a website on that, but that's
With a
currently
guest
been...
appearance from Wayne Scott Box.
Oh yeah, mate!
Imagine.
I would love that.
You're fucking no chance.
Okay,
Yeah, you can have you on there. You ain't been to the gym for about 3 years.
Have you ever stepped in a fucking gym?
Yes.
When?
When I got married, that was the last time.
No, you never.
I did. I dropped about 3 stone when I got married, and then I got married, and then just thought,
You put it back on the wedding day then.
This is it. I think everyone did though.
But yeah.
Strippers.
Yeah,
push
I've
it.
been doing that forever and a day. You can catch me on bloody anything on that. Known as the Black Stallion. If you're for private bookings, whatever, by all means get in touch. For group shows, stuff like that, which is a Pulse Experience, you can get in touch with me as well. Also, I do shows with the Ultimate Ladies Night and stuff like that. When I get a chance. So
We'll get all your links, and we'll put all the
Yeah,
links in the description.
I didn't expect this.
on each one.
I didn't expect it. I'll just come down.
Of course,
to chat.
of course,
I
we're gonna
didn't
help you.
even, So
If we
we
give
let
you
people
a push,
But
fucking do what you got to do.
No respect for that. No
Yeah,
respect for
it's
that.
not just
seriously.
about you today.
Right, Wayne, have we got a sponsor this week?
Yeah, we have.
Have we?
Yes. Now, you may have noticed for the past few weeks, I've been pushing Asset Insights as our sponsor, and Mickey's been putting the fucking Solarpreneur system up there.
And the reason for that is Wayne's lazy and didn't send me the right artwork. Oh, he shut up instantly. Just plug the sponsor, will you?
So, as I advertised on Facebook the other day, we've done an extended sponsorship now with the Asset Insights. If you're into investing into crypto, into trading, all that kind of stuff, and you want to get an outline of what they're doing, understand macro, understand crypto projects, understand meme coins, if you're just interested in general, get onto their X account. It's Asset Insights _X. They're on Instagram, Asset Insights _IG, and they're on YouTube, Asset Insights _YT. Now, if you listen to us on Spotify and you fancy giving us a watch, giving us a view, you can join us on Facebook, YouTube.
Come and see Conrad's beautiful face. Spotify listeners.
Fucking say it when I finish. They're not going to fucking
They're not going to see him, are they?
Say it when I'm finished. Don't interrupt my shit.
I'll interrupt what I want.
Domestic, you got any popcorn?
So you can see us on Facebook, TikTok. He's going to press some bastard.
Oh, yeah.
You fucking are. Facebook,
not.
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Just search a Ranting and Raving pod. You can see us on there. And of course, if you want to help the show out, then Mickey's going to tell you how you can do that.
If you want to help the show out, if you want to help the show out, go over to patreon.com/the Ranting and Raving pod. Tiers on there start from £3 a month. For that, you'll get all those public shows early. You'll get all the Patreon shows that don't go public, and you'll get a few DJ mixes. Tiers start from £3.
Is there any outtakes on there?
No, but there's a
Become a fucking Patreon.
message from Snoop,
You type motherfuckers.
Costs us a fortune to get that done.
all the way from America.
Become a fucking Patreon. You type motherfuckers.
I believe you.
Do they get outtakes on Patreon?
No, not yet.
Some of the outtakes
We'll
we
talk
got.
about that in a minute.
Right.
Wrap up then.
Massive thank you to Conrad. What a
thank
very,
you.
very fucking
Thank you.
great guest to have on.
Lovely, entertaining show that was,
Yeah,
man.
you guys are brilliant.
To be
man.
honest, man, I got a feeling that ain't the last time you're going to be sat there.
Oh, hey, whenever.
So I enjoyed that.
I really enjoyed this. This has been
Oh,
fun.
Dix, I got the chance to fucking talk.
You're only trying to compare cock sizes.
No, every time we have a guest, it's
I
always...
was sure there was a martial arts conversation in there somewhere. This team,
Yeah.
Dicks and bike.
Because every guest he has on, he knows them or
by
work
many-
with them.
Yeah,
or
and
does
many
something.
lycra. I'm like, dude, we gotta talk, bro.
I'm comfortable with my sexuality, man. I'm comfortable. Right, let's go. Bye, driver.
Peace out.
Bye, driver.
That was good.
Bye.
Oh, that was brilliant.